Keith J.
But I would be
Carberry.
wary about fucking with it. Oh, hi.
Hi, you're welcome. What chat? What do you think Keith was saying that I should be wary of fucking with?
Ooh.
Oh, is it something secretive? No.
It's me. I would be wary about fucking with me, Jack.
We like to begin our streams off camera with a little threat.
You better not be going live to show people what I'm really like.
All this time. It's like those movie stars that claim to be so nice. Whenever the camera turns on, they're so beautiful and charming, and whenever the camera turns off, they're just such terrible pieces of shit.
Who do you know that's like that? Who have you heard of?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, Ellen, but she's not even nice on camera.
Ellen DeGeneres. Well, she has a kind of cloying kindness that a lot of people feel is real. Even though I see her and I'm like, that's obviously a facade. A lot of people really, really like Ellen.
Wasn't it good when Dakota Johnson told her that she was lying on a live show?
Is that about the birthday party invite or whatever? Oh, that was Dakota Johnson.
Also
a
weirdo.
I knew who Dakota Johnson was at the time. What is weird about Dakota Johnson? I don't really know her except
she's just strange. She's just a strange lady, as I understand it. She doesn't seem to be particularly unpleasant, as I understand it. Sometimes Tom Cruise screams at people in ways that I think are cruel and unnecessary. And sometimes he screams at people for doing things like violating COVID safety protocols on a movie set. And I'm like, okay.
I've heard of that. Every famous person that I know of that I listen to talk, which are almost exclusively comedians, whose like level of kind of kissing ass to get more famous is extremely low among famous people. Because they're happy to just be comedians on their own and be friends with other comedians. Everyone that I've ever heard talk about Tom Cruise was like, Tom Cruise was so much fun to meet, and he was so nice to me.
Here is my
But also, he's in the cult. He's in the cult, man.
And I think he's got Jing Freaks disease.
Yeah, I do. Yes, that's exactly, I think it. Yeah.
I think Jing Freaks
Jing
disease.
Freaks, is he in a cult?
He might be a cult.
He might be a cult, yeah. And the Hunters, you could call the Hunters a cult, I guess.
How are our levels? It is impossible to visually mix Keith because whatever he's going on, Keith's dynamic range is gigantic.
Really?
Yes. You're like
your
moving...
dynamic range is tiny. You're always either perfect or crackling like crazy.
I know. What's going on?
I don't know.
What's going on there?
I was just looking at our levels because after this is over, the last Crusader King stream is going up, and like you can see all my nice dynamics, and then Jack is like like a straight line.
It's such a mess.
Jack to show you.
This does not surprise me at all.
I'm gonna paste this in general, or in the.
Cloverpunk says, pause Media Club Plus where Jack and Keith are talking about Jing to listen to a Thief stream where Jack and Keith talk about Jing. Keith could probably be a bit louder. Yeah.
He's hard to not talk about.
Jing Freaks? Yeah. Has the episode come out yet where you do your whole bit about nearly defending Jing? Yes, that has just come out.
Yes,
but you are not defending him.
When I was not defending him. What I think is that when people hate Jing, they hate him in the wrong ways sometimes. Not everyone.
Yes. I could see that being true. Hunter x Hunter is such a weird show about dads, is the thing. Sylvie says, "Oh brother, we're talking about this guy." How are you today, Keith?
I'm pretty good. I was playing I got myself an acoustic guitar for my birthday. I was playing my acoustic guitar. It's
exciting.
My first new acoustic guitar since like 2011.
What did you get?
I got a Yamaha like concert body acoustic guitar with a very natural sort of spruce top and with maybe like walnut like trim, and then the back and sides are this wildly artificial blue stain.
Oh, cool. When I was a kid, I had a book that was just pictures of guitars. And when I was like 4 or 5, I would leaf through this book, and it compelled me to no end. that is probably why I am where I am.
You think so?
now.
The guitar book.
Not in the sense that that was the journey of my career, that I was always destined, but in the sense that I think all I've done in my life is essentially fabricate more and more elaborate ways to look through the guitar book.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But I try to not buy instruments that I already have something that does that. But I've been
that is
playing,
wise.
Yeah, I've been playing on, this is why I sell a lot of stuff. So I'll like buy something new, but I'll sell something that I don't use anymore. But I've been using this parlor guitar from 2011 that was like $300 for 14 years. And playing on a full-sized acoustic guitar,
Oh yeah,
it does make my old guitar sound like a toy, which
it does.
Like, it really does. I think that Seagull parlor guitar that I have sounds beautiful when you're recording it, when it's not side by side with another guitar. But I got it and I played it and I was like, oh my god, I've been playing on a toy.
The Seagull make really good instruments, though. Actually, if I were buying a new acoustic guitar, this is the thing though, right? Because I already play a Seagull, so why would I get another one? I do actually really want a parlor guitar. Actually, there's a kind of I actually want it for the toy-like feel. There's a kind of thinness that you sometimes get. That I really
got
like.
it because I was playing only Nick Drake music.
Oh, you heard about this new Nick Drake album?
What? No.
It's like a collection of ephemera, demos, sound tests.
There's already stuff like that.
No, this is the big
There's
one.
more?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
really exciting.
What's it called? Something that you probably know, but something that one might not know about Nick Drake is that, and that you get when you hear him. Okay, it releases on the 25th of July. It's called The Making of 5 Leaves Left.
Wow.
It's 42 tracks long.
Oh my god.
I believe including 5 Leaves Left at the end. But I feel like a lot of the way Nick Drake is talked about is that he is like deeply and irreparably sad. And it is an extremely sad story, and he makes music that is often just like gut-wrenchingly sad. But something I didn't realize until I heard him talk on demos is that he's really funny. He's just like really sort of like self-effacing and gentle and funny. And hearing Nick Drake speak for the first time was a very odd experience because it was not what I thought it would be like. I can't remember what he's doing. He's playing a cover of something in a live session, and he's talking about how he doesn't know what he wants to play. He's sort of like run out of music, and he's like, oh, maybe I'll just try this one. And something about the transition between this man speaking, this unfamiliar voice, and then this like unmistakable sound of a Nick Drake guitar part and his singing voice was really moving to me. So I'm really excited about this album.
Yeah, that sounds. I mean, without a second place, Nick Drake is the musician who like altered the course of my music life more than any other person.
I think
easily.
I don't think I have ever gotten over the way he sounds.
Yeah.
I don't think the way Nick Drake sounds has ever become like normal to me.
No. Yeah, he sounds crazy.
And I mean, his guitar playing is remarkable, but his singing voice is so beautiful as well. He's got that really like shaded, subtle voice that I think is so often imitated and is so hard to. I mean, he sounds like Nick Drake.
He sounds like Nick Drake. It's really hard to do the Nick Drake thing. He's so quiet and soft, but also like sure. Yeah, I love his voice. I love his guitar playing. His guitar playing sounds unbelievable. The way it's recorded is so clear. It's part of why I got the parlor guitar was because Nick Drake had a parlor guitar, or used on some albums the parlor guitar, not the one weirdly that is famously pictured on the cover of Brighter Later. It is not a guitar that he ever played, as far as I could tell. But I do think that buying it did sort of help kind of bring those songs together for me while I was learning them when I was in high school.
Oh, right. Yes, this is this guitar you've had for years and years, since when you were 15.
Yeah.
If people are unfamiliar with Nick Drake, what would you recommend they listened to first? Because which album? Because I think I have an answer to this, and I'm curious if we have the same answer.
I think it's From the Morning. I think that From the Morning is timeless. I think you don't have to like light jazz to like From the Morning. I think that some of his best songs are on all three of his albums, but you sometimes have to like be interested in, light backing arrangements that sometimes overtake the guitar, the important guitar
It's
work
so
that
weird
I listen
that
to.
some of the arrangements, some of the Nick Drake additions to his guitar, I find wildly irritating, and some of them I think work really well for me.
I agree.
Yes, I think the album Pink Moon from 1972, which I think ends.
Oh, sorry, Pink Moon is what I said. From the Morning. That's just my favorite song on the album, so I had it in my head, locked and loaded. But I meant Pink Moon.
Yeah. It's just it's remarkable. I think, but I think you're right that if you listen to From the Morning, the track first, and you don't sit up in your chair, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I've been trying to get Jack because of the success of Steely Dan. I've been trying to get Jack to listen to a series of music acts from the 60s and 70s. And then the newest one is the Velvet Underground, because I was just listening to them and I was like, I think Jack would probably like the Velvet Underground.
I need to sit down and listen to them. It's what I need to do.
Do you know the Nick Drake connection?
No, I don't.
John Cale, major member of Velvet Underground, was the composer and producer on those first two Nick Drake records.
Huh. That's fascinating. I did not know that. Keith's most recent massive success was Van Morrison.
Oh, Van Morrison. Yeah, that was
monumental weirdo. I listened to Vito Fleece on the plane.
Vito Fleece is so underrated. It's such a great album. I love it.
Van Morrison.
You listened to Astral Weeks on the plane too. You do it there and back?
Yes.
Astral Weeks, Vito Fleece. Wow. And I love the dogs. On
what's
Vito
going
Fleece
on?
cover.
I mean, so Van Morrison, you might know, he sings Brown Eyed Girl, he sings Sweet Thing. I'm trying to think what are the Van Morrison songs. The definitive he sings Sunny Side of the Street more latterly.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't know Brown Eyed Girl, like, have you heard of music?
And he also is a spectacular weirdo. He released this very, very strange, very sort of like jazz-influenced album called Astral Weeks, where he was basically sitting on a stool playing the guitar, and he had, a bass player and some other instrumentation with him, and they sort of didn't really know what he was playing, so and
he wouldn't tell them.
It relied on this extremely skilled bassist who everyone was just sort of like watching the bassist rather than watching Van Morrison. Yeah. It's a great album. It's really, really odd.
It's great. He's a famous kook, a famous curmudgeon. He's gone insane because of right-wing politics and COVID.
None of this surprises me if you listen to Van Morrison's music.
Yeah, I think that he does have that like hippie thing of like the hippies turned into like wealthy people who then became the absolute evil in the world. And he is, Jack, you say you listen to the lyrics, you could tell that he would become a lunatic, but the exact opposite is true too. He has both sides where you're like, oh, this is like really sweet and empathetic music about like love and connection and, people and living and just like what it's like to be a man on a street, like looking at all the people pass by. And it's like, this is someone who could be connected to the earth in a meaningful way. And it's like, no, he's just turned into a lunatic.
Yes. And then Vito Fleece is this album that he did after Astral Weeks, and it's genuinely bizarre. It is perhaps one of the things that I can get you into thinking about how bizarre Vito Fleece is Vito Fleece is a noun. It's an object. It's something that you search for, probably in Ireland. And he never tells you what it is, but you do know that everyone's looking for it.
Everyone's looking for Vito Fleece. I think that Fair Play might be his like best song.
Fair Play's Madam George is my favorite.
Madam George, that is like another contender. Also, Astral Weeks, title track from Astral Weeks, I think is another contender for his best
Oh my god,
song.
Astral Weeks is so good. I I think Sweet Thing is so beautiful. So much of
Yeah.
Astral Weeks is about someone stuck in a moment, and
Mhm.
sometimes that moment is kind of like awful. Sometimes that moment is he's like trapped himself. Sometimes that moment is like gentle and contemplative, but he's like stuck in that moment. And then, oh, sorry, go on.
I was just looking at the track. 3 in a row. Cypress Avenue into Madame George into Slim Slow Slider is like,
It's wild.
It's unbelievable that someone can do 20 minutes of music like that.
And then Sweet Thing, he talks about the future, kind of like for one of the only times on the album. And it's this little moment of like, things could be like this. We will be doing this. And I think that's really, really interesting. How does it end? It ends with Some Slider. Yeah. Oh, Ballerina's really good.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows what a ballerina is, but that's fine.
No. The Way Young Lovers Do, I think, is the only song on Astral Weeks that I'm like, not in love with.
It's got that kind of like groove to it that doesn't really work for me. It's got a sort of like, is it in 5? No, it's in 4, but it's
4.
It's got a sort of weird little syncopated groove.
It's just a little bit off compared to the rest of the album, which is weird because Slim Slow Slider is the one where he was like, I need 3 more minutes, and he just pulled it out of his ass.
Yes.
There is a secret other thing though after Van Morrison, which is that I tried to get you into Jethro Tull and it didn't take. And then a year and a half later, you're like, do you know Jethro Tull? And I was like, yeah, Jack, I do.
Oh, man. Jethro Tull was one of the biggest, like my job forces me to look at music that I wouldn't otherwise look at, and then it activates my brain. I was listening to, God, what was I listening to? I was listening to Thick as a Brick for Realis, and then I went into Aqualung and oh, Jesus Christ, what's his like I'm a hippy dippy pagan one called? Songs from the Wood. That's a great album though.
It is, and I love that it sounds like shit.
It does. Oh, I don't know. Actually, the remixes, the stereo remasters of them all have been done really nicely. Have you listened to those yet?
I think that I have. I think it just has this like distant, like everything was recorded back from the mic. Everything is sort of like high cut on that album. That's my impression of it.
So fucking weird.
Yeah.
He got mad that, so he made this album called Aqualung, which is a sort of like a series of character studies of weird and repellent people. And
this is my favorite story of all time.
And sometimes is Mother Goose on Aqualung?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Great
I
song.
think the guy in Mother Goose is harmless. He's weird, but he's having a good time. Mother Goose is lovely. But there's a lot of weirdies on Aqualung. And the press was like, Jethro Tull, you made a concept album. And he was like, A, I didn't. And B, I don't like concept albums. They're made by pretentious fools. And I'll show them. And how did he show them, Keith?
He showed them by making a 45-minute long song that not only could not be described anything other than as a concept album, but the album itself takes place in a sort of alternate universe where this child wrote a poem that was like winning all these poetry awards.
But it was also like obscene, right? Like everyone's mad that the kid wrote this.
Well, so so they called him Little Milton because he's like Little Milton. And they weren't upset that the poem itself was obscene, though it kind of is. They were mad that he said bollocks on TV.
Oh, right. They were mad that he said bollocks on TV.
So
Again, none of this happened.
None of this happened. That's all fake. Everything I just said was invented by Ian Anderson. So because they took away all of his prizes, Jethro Tull swoops in and said, listen, kid, we'll turn your poem into an album. And
it's two sides. It's an A side and a B side. Each side is about 25 minutes long.
Yeah. And do yourself a favor and just look up the Thick as a Brick like album cover, which is the fake
newspaper, right?
Thick as a Brick album cover. Here, let me just read you the headline, which is so funny. Let's see. Thick as a Brick. Judge disqualify Little Milton in last minute rumpus.
And the music is just this like, it's like purple prose as music, not just in the lyrics. You know, the lyrics are this sort of like, the lyrics are this sort of like cod medieval. It's like about it's about a king who has sort of abdicated his duty, or maybe he's died.
But it's also about fathers and sons and growing up.
it is also, it's the sort of thing that Little Milton would write.
It's the sort of thing that Little Milton would write, yeah.
And it is like wrapped both in this like very like prog folk guitar, with like rapid changes in time signature and tempo, the scales that he's using, and then also Jethro Tull, Ian Anderson, the kind of frontman of Jethro Tull, is like a prolific and extremely skilled flute player, and so it's just got this bizarre like jazz rock flute like draped all over it.
And he plays the flute because he was sad that he would never be able to play the guitar like Eric Clapton.
So he became like one of the best flute players in rock and roll.
But he's like my favorite guitarist. Like he's such a good and interesting guitar player. I love his playing as a guitarist.
Yeah, Thick as a Brick is fantastic. There are some portions, because it sort of like moves through chapters. There are some portions of Thick as a Brick that are like some of the most fun 70s songwriting that I can think of. Yeah. It's great. Songs from the Wood he was like, oh, hang on a second, making concert albums is really fun. What if I just do that for my whole career? And Songs from the Wood is a sort of like folk revival, pastiche, Jack in the Green. How does it begin?
Song from the Wood is the first song.
Make you feel better. Oh, he also has this really weird way of singing. It's great. He's really good. Should we play a video game, or do you just want to keep talking shit for hours?
I could do both. I'm excited to play Thief. I've never played Thief. You should listen to, if you haven't, the third and fourth albums from Velvet Underground. They're really good.
Yes. The thing is,
I lost screen share, by the way.
Oh, that's so strange. I don't know why. Yeah. Maybe it's because it saw that nothing was happening. Yeah, we're here today to play Thief. We're continuing our kind of LP of Thief. We had Dre last time. Sadly, Dre is away doing their skillful professional job that brings good to the world, while we two schmucks are playing Thief. We bring good to the world, just in a different way. Sort of a less, Sylvie says, sadly, Dre is employed. What do you know about Thief, Keith?
I know a few things about Thief. I've played Thief 2, although not contemporarily. I played Thief 3 contemporarily. It was one of my favorite Xbox games for a long time. It was the first M-rated game that I was like allowed to buy because my uncle is a voice actor in it.
In Thief 3 or in Thief generally?
Thief 3.
That's incredible.
My uncle plays Keeper number 2. The keepers are very important in Thief, and my uncle is one of the keepers.
This is really, yes, that's so cool. The keepers are, Keith is not terribly joking. I'm kind of presenting this LP for someone who might not know what Thief is. So while we won't go into details, Keith, can you confirm that Thief 3 features an extremely scary level?
Oh my God, does it? Holy shit. It's so scary. It's like, for a long time, it was the scariest thing I'd ever done in my life.
It's we've named this level. We know that it's called Robbing the Cradle. It's awful. It's like getting flayed alive.
Yeah.
We've also
I find Thief kind of scary as a base level.
Yes,
I remember playing through it. So I don't want to say too much about.
It's worth saying before you say this that like a kind of a core thesis that I am approaching this LP with is Thief is not necessarily the game that you think it is, and part of that is that
Thief 2 is.
If you know the title of Thief 2, maybe.
Sure. So there's a kind of thing. Thief 1 and 3, from my understanding, dip into a genre that Thief 2 almost doesn't, and that is sort of what I'm thinking.
Yes.
If that. Okay.
Yes, that makes sense to me. But yes, you're right. They are scary games. I think even 2 is pretty scary.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the stream that I did with Dre.
I have not.
Are you up to date? Okay. Garrett is sent off to rob a scepter from a mansion. Seemingly for his own, he just wants some money.
Right, he's a thief.
He's a thief, that's what he does. He takes the scepter to his fence to find that his fence has been arrested by a religious order called the Hammerites and imprisoned in a prison above a mine. Garrett,
Steven Russell plays
Garrett
in the Thief games. I think that he is phenomenal.
Oh, he's so good.
He gives like one of the few notable video game performances of that decade.
Yeah.
Because this game came out in 1998. He was also in a bunch of other interesting things. He was in System Shock.
Who does he play in System? Oh, fuck.
He plays the announcer, William Bedford Diego, the Many, Once Grunt, and Xerxes in System Shock 2.
System Shock 2 is great.
He's in Fallout 3 as a handful of characters. He's in Skyrim as a handful of characters. He's Nick Valentine in Fallout 4, as well as a few other people.
Yeah, he's
he's Corvo in Dishonored.
Yes, he is now one of those voice actors who can be hired on the basis of he was the voice of Garrett and Corvo, I suppose. Like, people will make a deal that they've cast him in something because it attracts, I think correctly, a certain kind of PC player. You know, they're like, oh, right, they got Garrett in this.
Yeah, he sort of fills the cross section of like CRPG and well, I guess it's just two generations of CRPG.
Yes. Oh, you know what? I was actually watching Majula's really great retrospectives of Ultima Underworld the other day. Did you ever play Ultima Underworld?
Immersive sim. That was the other genre that I was thinking of. Did I ever play
Ultima Underworld?
No, I've never played any Ultima.
Me either. I want to play Ultima. Sylvie says, I gotta play Thief. Sylvie, we're just in general chat. You are welcome to join if you feel like talking to microphone, but if you don't, that's totally okay. Anybody is welcome. Anybody who has access to the channel that would bring you onto this call is welcome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Let's check our map. As usual, we have one of Garrett's very helpful maps here. Keith?
Yes. Yep.
We've sort of like, we're entering sort of around here, I believe, and are planning on like going up through the mine to get into the prison.
He's so prepared and so canny in so many ways, but these maps are abstract.
You sort of get the impression that he's like, well, I'll sort of figure it out when I get there, and he's right. I think I have to go in via the water. Oh, I'm trying to remember if these are in the other Thief games. I think they are, Keith. We bought some hot tips to help us out.
Oh, nice. I love hot tips.
The hammers are eager to take back the top level of the haunted mines because there's a specially blessed holy water font there.
Haunted mines, you say?
Yeah, weird, huh?
Yeah.
I'd like to get up
superstition, I bet.
It's probably just superstition. Ooh, what's that down there? What's that down there? Is that an emerald?
That looks like
That's a... Oh, fuck, I'm drowning.
Gemstone in some way?
Okay. I got a gem, and it was great, and then I immediately started drowning. And I feel that keeping my life is more important to me than a gemstone.
It's so funny, this era of 3D game, it looks really good.
Yeah, it looks great. This is what Dre and I were talking about.
But it has that very specific look that's sort of what's the game? What's the big Valve game?
Half-Life.
Half-Life. It has that sort of Half-Life look where it's like big slabs of geometry with some texture on it, and it just has this sort of same vibe that does. And then you get to Thief 2, which is also on the PC, where it looks very similar. It looks a little better. The animations are a little faster. And then Deadly Shadows is on Xbox.
It is.
And that's Thief 3. It has a totally different visual style.
It does. It's really interesting. Deadly Shadows has this sort of like softness.
It's also a different developer, Ion Storm instead of Looking Glass.
Looking Glass, yes, but I think Ion Storm kind of came out of Looking Glass. Here's something you might not know, Keith. I talked about it on the last stream, but the game director of Deadly Shadows, or maybe just the man who was the lead on Robbing the Cradle, was the game director on Bioshock 2.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Now, I think this fella's going to get up.
Sense. The lineage there is so weird.
It is so strange. And I mean, straight on to Dishonored too, right? Like, oh, look at those beautiful flies.
With the demise of Looking Glass Studios, Eidos secured the rights to the Thief franchise, and together with Warren Spector, tried to relocate as many of the Looking Glass team to Austin as possible, where then they made, Jack, which 3 games did they make?
They made Deus Ex.
Yep.
Deus Ex 2.
Yep.
And System Shock 2?
Thief 3 Deadly Shadows.
Oh, really? It's that studio?
It's that studio,
Wow. Man. The original Deus Ex is also really good. And now...
I've never played it.
Warren Spector and... man, I want to get this guy's name right. Yeah, Greg Piccolo, who was the project lead on this, are now working on a PvPvE stealth game, which is interesting.
Really? I've always been a fan of stealth games, and I think it's probably because of playing Thief 3 when I was really young. There was a time when stealth games were like the thing to hate in video games.
Yes.
You can go back to Complex Rockets, the pre-run button,
the George
podcast.
Bush era.
The not quite George Bush era, but 2009, the 2009 podcast, and hear us talking positively about stealth games, hear me defending stealth games from people who don't like them, up through the present day. People don't really complain about stealth games anymore because I think that developers have gotten better at not doing the things that people hated. But people still hate stealth sections in non-stealth games.
They do, and that I think there is some founding there. I think I think making a good stealth game requires a particular kind of mechanical commitment that requires your systems and tools to support stealth. And I think sometimes people will just bolt a stealth sequence in where they haven't got the setup. Now, here's the thing: I think if I walk past this guy, he is going to get up.
No, that guy's clearly dead.
I think maybe only if I interact with him, because I do want to see what's in that room. So we're going to do this very carefully. Oh, did you see that beautiful work?
Yeah, that was nice.
Clearly dead, says Ragglesnock. What do we have here? We have some gold and some gems.
I need to clean my monitor.
I also need to clean my monitor. I also need to
the dark, almost invisible, hard to see game is it's really bringing out the sort of dust particles on my screen.
Okay, so that did actually loop around that way. We have our way.
You haven't seen anything undead to this point.
No, we haven't. And my caution here is probably revealing something about this game.
Sure, yes. Something that we talked around a few minutes ago.
Yes, that this place is haunted, but it's probably just a rumor. When I was a child, there was nothing more frightening to me than approaching an enemy in a game that I thought was dead and they get up.
Yeah,
oh my god, it's the worst. The Splicers do this sometimes in Bioshock.
They do, they sure do.
It's awful. The Splicers oh wow. Oh, do we want to go right down to the bottom layer, Keith? Our target's up here, but there's probably some good stuff down there, don't you think?
I bet that there is. And that's what Garrett really is after, is good stuff.
He really is. His motivation for taking this mission again, in case you've forgotten, is well, oh no. Okay, I'm wedged on the lift.
What do we think that is?
That is a spider. We've seen a couple of spiders before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just very dark for me. Maybe it's easier to see on.
Does that help?
Yeah, now I can see. That's a spider. That spider is hell. Did you miss?
I did.
There we go.
Red blood. Oh no. Oh, he's dead. Okay, I thought he was gonna do some like ass trouble.
Can you pick up your arrows when shot?
No, you can't.
Yeah. That's modern tech.
That is one tech. Nice quiet lift. Oh, Jail Pollock says you can.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought that maybe you could, but
Now, if only I could find my error. You might be thinking, very dark. Yes. The first level was kind of setting ourselves up nicely by it's not terribly dark here.
Do we want to turn up the brightness?
Ooh. Moss arrows. I could. Let me see.
Let me see how it looks on the stream. It's definitely a tiny bit brighter on stream than it is in the screen share.
Is that better?
Yeah, I can now see down that hallway.
Eschatologist says, it's not called Thief the Bright Project. No.
That's true.
That's true.
The Dark Project, that is the subtitle for Thief 1.
And is a fantastic subtitle.
Yeah. I wonder what the Dark Project is. I don't know.
Well, it would be weird, wouldn't it, if that was a thing, wouldn't it? Was there only thing down here one spider and a cool set of moss arrows? I'm not complaining, but...
Another thing that I think has changed in stealth games, they've gotten much easier. This game, I was just watching a little bit of it on a YouTube video, just to check it out when I said that I would join you today. And it was very funny watching. They take the different materials that the ground can be made out of very seriously.
Yes.
Like there's 30 guards all walking down the corridors, clip-clopping around. The second that you step off of a carpet, they're like, what was that I just heard?
Is that the sound of thief foot against tile? Thief's foot? I wouldn't know. I'd recognize thief's foot anywhere.
Oh, it makes a particular sound. And the sound is...
But one thing I never hear is moss.
Uh-oh, that's a bad guy.
That is a bad guy. Fighting in this game sucks ass.
It's so slow, though. It's so slow. I like a zombie who dodge. This is where Thief 3, I think, really has the edge.
Got him.
Nice. You saw that coming.
He was resting. Right.
Now, is it possible that this guy will not permanently die until you get some holy water?
I think it might be possible. Also, I think that maybe the game is muted. Yes, there we go. Sorry about that, chat.
Oh, I could hear it.
Yeah, you could hear it, but OBS couldn't.
Oh, okay.
I'll just lose him. That's what I'll do.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so he's sort of timed out. You killed him twice, and now he's got a little bit of sleeping to do.
He's dreaming.
Zombie! You've got some sleeping to do!
That's what Garrett says. Garrett is famously loud.
Shout out to fans of half-a-century-old sitcoms.
I don't know what reference you're making.
That is the famous catchphrase of the husband from I Love Lucy.
I've never seen any I Love Lucy.
Really, you've never heard what is his name? Desi Arnaz? You never heard Desi Arnaz say, Lucy, you've got some splaining to do?
I've never. No. Why does she have splaining to do?
Because he goes to work and she gets into trouble.
Oh, right. What sort of trouble?
She goes to work too, I guess. I don't remember where she works, but she would like try to redecorate something and then accidentally trail something all over the house, or she'd move a couch and it would set something on, knock over a candle and set something on fire, like the drapes, and stuff like that. He'd come home and there'd be something wrong, some weird thing wrong. I'm having trouble thinking of a specific.
Come on, man.
But that was his catchphrase.
I'm going up here where the zombies can't get me. Oh, this is a great thief room as well, with like little windows into things, looking around.
Ricky Ricardo, that was his name in the show.
What do we think Lucy's job was?
I think that she worked at a cake factory. Is that crazy? Chad, did Lucy from I Love Lucy work at a cake factory? Or did she get fired from a cake factory and not really work there?
Oh. Ooh.
Okay, there was an episode. She's always going to different jobs because she's always getting fired.
Is she like like clumsy and kind of an idiot? But we like her anyway?
Yes, yeah, that's exactly it. We love her. We love Lucy.
Who is the I in I Love Lucy?
Ricky Ricardo, but also the audience.
I see. He loves her even though she's kind of...
It's very funny that the only specific that I can remember was the name of Ricky Ricardo's actor.
Oh, fuck. See how quickly my health went down when I got hit?
Yeah. Oh, he's her real husband. Look at that. That's very... Oh, right, because they also had a show. They had the Lucy and Desi show.
They did. See, I know about them too, but I've never seen any I Love Lucy.
Most of my I Love Lucy knowledge comes from that I had an aunt who loved I Love Lucy.
She loved Lucy. Aunt loved Lucy.
She loved Lucy.
No, can't do anything with that. I'm gonna have to find another way around here, because...
My grandmother may have also. She's the right age.
Grandmothers love Lucy.
Yeah.
I've always liked the kind of platforming from this era of games where you were really just trying to wedge yourself on different polygons. There was no like dynamic climbing or anything. You were just like, can I stand on that? Let's see.
Yeah, everything is like a weird puzzle where you're trying to get one over on the geometry.
Yes. Oh, it's another gem. Right, we've peeped down there already. That looks bad. I would prefer not to fall into that, but I do want that gem. But getting that gem is going to require me to jump, Keith.
I believe in you. I don't think you did it. There you go.
First try.
First try.
Captain Amber says, a Media Club Plus where you watch classic American TV. That would be a fun miniseries, actually.
It would, yeah.
I watched some The Jetsons with Austin and Janine once, and that was fun. I'd never seen The Jetsons before.
Wow. There's this thing. It's rare that I feel like I've seen something explanatory about the differences between generations. When people talk about the differences between generations, I think normally it's totally bullshit.
Yes.
But one that I heard that was really compelling was that, like, even I, in 1992, grew up watching terrestrial TV, reruns, VHS tapes of old movies, and just had, like, this baseline working knowledge of American media from, let's say, the late 60s to the present. Something that people that are even a little bit younger than me seem to not have at all.
Yes. I wonder... This is the internet, right? This is the fragmentation of the internet?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, like
why would someone that was born in 1996 have watched 80 episodes of MASH? It doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that? I watched episodes of MASH because I faked sick from school so I could stay home and watch TV.
Right, and syndication or your parents' VHS closet or whatever meant that MASH was being served up to you.
Yeah. And I was even listening to songs about syndication, such as Weird Al's Syndicated Incorporated.
Music has kind of gotten away with this. I feel like young people, because music streaming means that you can listen to whatever at any moment. I do feel like that the thing that has happened to television hasn't necessarily happened to music. I mean, people are still listening to like Fleetwood Mac, or every 6 months some song from the 70s goes viral on TikTok and people rediscover, David Bowie or whatever.
But isn't that sort of a shallow engagement?
I think that there's a little bit of I think that you are shouting at a cloud a little bit there. I mean, I think that the kids I think that the kids who hear Stevie Nicks sing for the first time are kind of like lit up in the same way that anybody who hears Stevie Nicks sing for the first time are, right? I don't know. But then again, I wouldn't. Oh, hello.
I like
Hey,
sprint.
Sylvie.
You like what, Sylvie?
I sprinted over here when you guys started talking about stuff you would watch at home.
Oh,
Oh, okay. What would you watch at home, Sylvie?
I was a big game show girly.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I was big into like Family Feud and like there was like I'm trying to remember now because the way that it worked for me was on cable we got like for a while it was TBS and then it changed to this like local Atlanta affiliate for some reason. I don't know how. But there was a lot of different areas of Family Feud.
Was Family Feud the one as far as you were concerned?
That was the big one. That was the one that I liked the most. Like I would sometimes watch Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader or whatever, but I would pretty quickly tap out.
Because you were a fifth grade.
Because you were in 5th grade and you were like, I
don't want to be doing
I
this
am
right now.
exactly as smart as a 5th grader.
Yeah, no, totally. But also, Cheers was a big one for me.
Oh,
Oh,
Cheers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers was a big one. Same with. There wasn't one that I would watch when I would stay home sick, but if I got up early enough, I would watch Saved by the Bell.
Oh, Saved by the Bell was on when I came home from school and I would watch Saved by the
It
Bell.
was no.
But
I
that was
was a Christian.
contemporary, basically, right? It
was
was
the
it was
80s.
like
I guess.
I thought it was like
90s?
early 90s.
Oh, dear,
So I
it's
guess it
super
wasn't
mega haunted up
contemporary,
here.
but it was.
Wow, it is. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if the like 2-year difference we have makes it more feel more dated to me.
I'm sorry, hang on. I'll be able to rejoin this conversation in a
Yeah,
second.
no worries. Get them.
I'm in
no
hell.
worries.
Get
Take
her
your
ass.
time. Take your time in hell. Those 2 years, Sylvia, I think make a lot of a difference when you're 8.
Yeah, I think that's true.
It was on 89 to 93 was the original run, and I was watching it in like 98, so it wasn't quite contemporary.
I'm thinking of like getting up at like if I had to wake up like super early on a school day in like 2003, 2004. So it felt pretty dated by that point. Like I was like
That's
I was like
fair. He
11
takes out
or,
his
like
phone.
Yeah.
You've got an iPhone, and
I didn't have an iPhone.
and Zach takes out his gigantic.
I had a Motorola Razr, thank you very much.
Okay, hey, me too. I also had a Motorola Razr.
I had a Nokia, what was it called? 0800? What were those ones called?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know enough about. The only Nokia product I
The
can name on top of my
3310?
head. is the N-Gage.
3310. I guarantee that I know. Yeah, my mom had one of these.
Yeah, I never had a
know this
Motorola
phone for
Razr.
sure.
My sister had a Razr, and I was both a little envious and I thought it looked a little tacky. I'm sorry, Alice.
Oh, it does, but that's part of the fun. What I really wanted was I wanted the Motorola Crazer, which was the skinnier one that was, they were like, whoa, it's like the Razr, but crazy.
The Motorola Crazer. I don't know if I even remember this.
KRZR.
KRZR.
It is so fucking mid-2000s. I don't mean to shift the decades we were talking about. I was fully prepared to talk about how I know Bob Newhart from period dramas I watch.
I know Bob Mortimer.
I also know Bob Mortimer. We all of us here know and love Bob Mortimer.
I literally have a tab open right now that's clips of him from the last one, Laughing UK.
Bob Mortimer
so
might be the
fucking
funniest
funny.
guy of all time.
He probably is. Have you seen him singing the songs on that? Or should I
Yes.
send that to you, Keith?
Yeah.
I have not. Wait, singing on
Okay.
what?
Last one laughing.
Last
No,
One
I haven't
Laughing
seen Last One Laughing yet.
It was
not
fine.
very funny, but
That's the impression that I
Now-
got. But there's really funny people on it.
yeah, Richard
There's occasions where it hits.
Richard
and- but
Ayoade is a tough. So
yes,
I want
fuck him.
I want you to.
And he's a crypto turf too.
He's a crypto turf.
he's-
His delivery is
so
sometimes very funny.
I mean, yeah, he's a really funny guy. Everyone loved him forever, and then he's a crypto turf. So fuck
So
Richard Ayoade,
fuck
even
Richard
though he's
Ayoade.
funny.
However, Bob Mortimer does not seem to be a turf.
He does not seem to be a turf.
He's sort of a hobbit.
He's sort of a
Yeah.
weird hobbit. He is a very clever man. His heart is in the right place. He was like a lawyer for a long time who specialized in defending tenants against cruel
he did. He was a
landlords.
tenant's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's I learned this because there's a What I Lied to You episode where he claims to have been the cockroach king of this small town, and it ended up being true because he basically got an expert to testify that someone having a roach infested apartment, it would be detrimental to their mental health, and was able to settle a bunch of lawsuits for tenants.
He also tells a story about how he got mugged once, and then when the person who was mugging him realized that he was his lawyer, was like, "You're cool, man."
That's crazy.
I
love
love
that.
Bob Mortimer. He's amazing. He's so
I'm
funny.
rewatching his Taskmaster series right now, and he is so effortlessly funny. On
It's the best. I
Taskmaster.
think that's the best season of that show.
Everybody on that
there,
cast.
yeah.
It's what is it? It's Ashley
Can-
B,
Yeah.
Mark
Kumar, Mark Watson.
Mark Watson
and
Nish
Sally
Kumar,
Phillips.
Sally Phillips.
Yeah,
Um,
no, it's.
Can I
it's
talk
the
about-
1994 Dream Team or whatever?
Can I talk about one of my favorite dynamics on television that no one cares about this but me on Earth, I think.
I'll probably care.
Okay. So obviously one of the things that's great about that season is that there's a real camaraderie among all five of them that is like really sweet and fun.
That's why the new one's good too.
The new one is good in that way. I really like the new one. I've loved Jason Mantzoukas for like 15 years,
He's
so I'm
so
really
funny
glad
on
that he's on there and he's so funny.
Watching him, I definitely am like, oh, I can see where Keith gets some of his delivery on things. There's
That's
like,
really funny.
There's definitely an influence.
There's-
positive.
I like to think that I have a mild insanity.
Yes, no, absolutely, dude. Yeah, you think?
Nish and Mark are like grouped together as the like fail sons of that season. And Mark is like such a sort of Eeyore kind of character. He's like a sweet Eeyore who just like can't get a win. And like him and Nish are like the last place buddies. But the funniest thing is he almost wins that season.
He comes in second.
The
And it's
fact
like
that,
a
like,
close margin too, right?
It's a really good. Not only that, like you could easily watch that season and count where they take points from him as a joke, and he would have won the season. I'm not saying
Yes.
that he should have won over Bob Mortimer, who was
that's
unbelievable.
part of the joy of the show.
Yeah.
Is that like that shit happens and
But
someone
I'm
loses because of it.
I'm obsessed with like how his presentation of himself and their presentation of him is as such a poor player that it kind of overshadows the reality that he nearly wins.
He's actually really good at it.
To be fair, I saw that cuddle task, and you know what? I expect, you know, the rest of it makes sense.
I'm trying to think, how does he cuddles Alex by putting on like a couch and wearing a couch?
No, that's
right?
Nish, that's
No,
what
that's
Nish does. He
Nish.
takes him down to the river. They spend almost the whole time walking to the river.
It's
and
so funny.
they do like they spoon and feed each other chocolates.
And it seems like Mark is really needy during it, which is probably the best part. While
He
Alex
also claims to have
is
looked
Alex.
up how to cuddle
Yes.
on Google.
How do they describe it? As two lonely people meeting off the internet?
It's so good. Oh, Taskmaster is fantastic.
It's a really
Yeah,
good show.
It's such a good show.
I saw Taskmaster Task yesterday. It is from that season that is like a perfect Taskmaster Task, which was just sneeze fastest wins, which is really good.
Oh yeah, that's a great one. Yeah.
There's some really good tasks in the new series. Fatia El Ghuri on the new season is so funny. She
love
is
her.
regularly threatening to kill or marry Greg.
It's
Yes,
the
it's
perfect
true.
dynamic.
I really like the new season. I like Matthew, what's his name?
Matthew Bateman from Horrible
Bateman?
Histories.
And
Yeah.
I've never seen Horrible Histories, but I had seen Ghosts, the British version of Ghosts.
Which was the
the
same
original version of Ghosts.
crew. I believe it was like that
Oh,
kind of like
interesting.
brain trust moved over from Horrible Histories onto Ghosts, I think.
So he was the guy that I knew going in besides Jason Mantzoukas. There's some seasons I'll know like one person, sometimes I'll know like three people. It's rare that I don't know anybody. But he was one that I knew going in, and I was like, yeah, he seems fun and nice. He is so good on the show. I've really liked his performance. He's way funnier than I expected him to be. And then Stevie Martin, I also was like, wow, tough to be named Stevie Martin in a career where Stevie Martin is the funniest guy of all time. But also her performance, I think, has been really, really funny too.
Yeah, it's a great season. I'm trying to think
Yeah.
which task I like most. Oh, the one where they have to get in the car and draw a picture of the monster, and they're not allowed to look.
I haven't seen the most recent episode, but last week's episode also had another monster-based one where they had to
they were like
open the box, and they were like
Code one?
looking at they were like looking at all these monsters doing different symbols, and I thought that was like a really, really good. That seems like an older school Taskmaster task blown out to like a bigger proportion, which I thought was really fun.
Mhm.
The only thing I'll say, sort of umbrella style, about like the most recent 10 seasons is that I miss the sort of smaller scale of a lot of the tasks.
Yeah, I feel that. That's one thing I
Yes.
noticed when I went back to watch season 5, which I did pretty recently. The
Yeah.
Mortimer one we were talking about.
But this season does have some of it. Like they had the P-Olympics.
P-Olympics was
The
great.
P-Olympics is great, and it reminds me of like one of
Sorry,
the tasks when I'm-
P-Olympics.
The P-Olympics. when I'm talking to Isaac about Taskmaster, and I'm like, I really wish they would go back to like smaller, sort of more contained tasks. One of the things that I talk about is like throwing the pee on the red carpet from season 3.
Oh, yes.
And having sort of an exact analog of that one, but it's just like 5 different P tasks all in one, was like, oh, this is perfect. This is like exactly what I want. The sort of low tech, low stakes tasks that involve a P.
Yeah, I really like the ones that are like multitask tasks, but are kept quite small, where you have to
Yeah.
do like 4 little things. Oh, the one with
The water thing from last week also had that.
and also find Alex in the bin was also one of them, right?
That's a
Where
good one.
Alex is hiding in one of 5 large wheelie bins, and they had to find him.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's
like, they
the
can
season
do
8 or
different
something with
actions
Ed
for them.
Gamble, who throws the pan like right at
Oh,
he whips the pan at one of them.
By far the funniest ever Taskmaster task is the one where they train them to go and do a thing when they hear a siren, and then they have them tie themselves
Oh
up
my
on a chair
God.
and then play
Oh,
the
it's
siren.
so funny. The recurring gag of Rod Gilbert being a sort of dead-eyed psychopath in that season, where he is so focused on tying Alex up that he like doesn't even hear the alarm.
Yes.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen on
So
TV.
good. All right, Thief.
Yes, Steve.
No. This is if we spent a decade making a career in media where doing this shit is as important as doing the last 20 minutes. So I don't
Yeah.
see any sort of
No, me neither.
something I did want to say, and then we can.
This isn't Run Button, obviously. This is the whole project of Run Button, is not prioritizing any part of the conversation over the other.
Something I do really like is, we learned going into this mission that the Hammerites kind of had a chapel here, but they abandoned it because the mines were haunted. And I really love how we have now graduated from...
Or did they haunt the mines?
Or did they haunt the mines? We've graduated from this sort of like fucked up mine level to now an abandoned church. The hot tip talked about how there is a holy water altar up here. I found some water arrows, which we used to turn off flaming torches, but there are no flaming torches up here. Sylvie, what's your history with Thief?
Okay, so I'll just give you the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that was it. So, yeah, I haven't
What
played
about
any of these.
Dishonored?
Dishonored, I've played Dishonored 1 and 2, and I've been meaning to get around to Death of the Outsider for years now. Like, I've
Yeah,
heard
me
nothing
too.
but I've heard that's the best one.
I'm gearing up to be ready to play Dishonored 2 again. Here's what happened.
2 is so good.
Sorry, which one is the one that has like the time level that everybody loves that I didn't like? That's 2?
Titanfall.
Okay. So I played all of 1 when it came out and I liked it, but I mostly liked I don't like Arcane's combat in any game that Arcane has ever made.
Nope.
And
Yeah, that's fair.
and I really like zipping around with your, blink powers and the traversal and sort of like just listening to people talk about the story.
That is like right out of Thief, right? That feeling of like, I can just be in these spaces. And
Yeah. And so Dishonored 2, I tried to play a dozen times, but I feel like there's something wrong with the way that the look works, especially on controller. It seems so there's a noticeable amount of input lag for me that makes the game unplayable. It makes me like literally
that
not
sucks.
Oh, weird.
able to play it. I've tried it on multiple computers. I think I've tried it on console, multiple installs, different monitors. Nothing has ever made that game not feel terrible to play. I got through like 80% of it. I got up to that time level that everyone says is so good, and I was like, this is the worst level in this game so far. And then I lost my save. And then
yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
But I think I might be ready to go back. All of this was to finally play Death of the Outsider because I heard it was so good.
Frank Scenario says, Death of the Outsider is a mixed bag for me, but the bank level is great. Here's the thing. Much like the mark of a good test for a comedian is how well can they execute a pratfall. You know? You're not asked to do it much now. Don't kill me. You're not asked to do it much nowadays, but, it should be within your toolbox. A good bank level in a stealth game, that is a real mark of quality. You can make an elaborate level about robbing a party. You can make, all kinds of bullshit. But
bring back the pratfall.
A bank heist. You need the bank heist.
You need
It's why
the bank heist.
It's why I was always kind of let down. Like, I like the Payday games, but there was always a part of me that wanted to be able to completely go undetected. And, like, at some point, those games always have you going loud.
There is a bank heist in Thief. Not a bank heist. A bank level in Thief. Sorry, oh my god. In Hitman that's really good. It's set in New York. It's one of their DLC levels. Now,
Is that for the first of the Hitman reboot stuff?
yes, I believe so.
Okay. I need to go back to that. I've mostly played Hitman 2.
Maybe more than any other game, the recent Hitman trilogy is like, at any given moment, I could go play 10 hours of that game.
Yeah, they're fun as hell.
I love those games.
It's like,
It's by the way.
it's a style of stealth game that's
Jack,
really hard to execute.
Can I give
well.
can I give you a tip on these guys?
Yes.
If you attack them via other means and then only hit them with the holy water when you're down, you can save some more holy water for later.
Oh.
Wait, that's what I tried to do, right?
Oh, I saw you knock that guy fully down with 2 holy water arrows. But if you use like your sword or whatever, you knock him down with something else, then swap to holy water, it'll only cost you 1 holy water arrow.
No,
Oh, really?
I believe the way holy water works is that it puts a permanent timer on your arrows. Your water arrows will now be holy water arrows for 40 seconds or whatever.
Oh, but do you have like non-water arrows?
Holy water can only be applied to my water arrows, I believe.
No, but if you knock them down with your sword or with your regular bolt arrows, once they're down, you can hit them once with a holy water arrow.
But then it's just
So
on
that you don't have to waste your water arrows.
Oh, then I don't have to waste my water arrows. Yes, that makes sense to me. Now I comprehend. But they are dead now. They got
This is Thief
obliterated.
2 and 3 information. I can't be 100% sure that that's true.
No,
in this one.
Seems like it makes sense. I'm looking to see if there's any... Oh, yes, here we go. I knew there'd be something down there. Sorry, Sylvie.
I was gonna say it's games like this that make me really wish I got into PC gaming earlier because I would have gone insane for this back in the day.
Oh yes, and I did. I was that child.
Good for you.
It's funny how long
one of
it
us
took
got to
me.
be.
It's very funny how long it took me to be into PC games. I just never had a computer. Like, it just felt like I have a console. I'm good. I always had a computer, but I was using my computer to like play like ROMs of PS1 games.
I never had a computer. Like, the first like PC gaming I remember really getting into was like, I think this is a common one for a lot of people, the Orange Box.
Yeah.
A lot of people my age.
Same.
But like, I could barely run it. So like, I would play some very framey TF2. Played through most of the Half-Life stuff. One of my controversial takes is that I'm not a huge Half-Life person.
Wrong. Goodbye.
Wrong. Yeah, unfortunately wrong.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It just didn't click for me.
I think that how much of the Orange Box, how much of the Half-Life 2 stuff did you play from the Orange Box?
I mean, I played like the original full game, and then I think I played episode 1 and part of episode 2. I played most of it. Like, don't get me wrong. I just like, I've softened in that I used to be like, this is bad because I liked getting a reaction out of people, but it just didn't click. Like, that's my story of my life, by the way. I just wanted to get a reaction out of people, like, put that on my gravestone.
It's hard because I'm unfortunately in a position where I think that Valve's effect on the games industry is a colossal negative. And the construction of their monopoly of Steam is wildly damaging. I think their company culture is awful, and they seem like a very bad place to work. I don't
know anything about that, but I'll take your word for it.
Any Valve game I've ever played, and unfortunately, I think they're very good.
Jack, let's play Deadlock and see how that holds up.
Oh yeah, let's play Deadlock.
Now here's
Jack, let's play Dota 2.
Dota 2 and Deadlock suck.
Dota 2.
Okay, hold on. If I'm gonna be nice to Half-Life, we're gonna be nice to Dota.
No, we're not, Sylvie.
No,
I think Dota 2 is a really well-made game. I think Dota 2 is really sick.
I think that Dota 2 might be the worst of the MOBAs from that generation.
Beating me
to pause the game.
I've
had to pause the game because we have to settle this. I think you're right in that it might be well-made, but I also think that
I feel the same way you feel about Valve about MOBAs. To be fair, not negative for the games
evil,
industry.
but
yeah, like it is evil. Dota 2, and I never played Dota 1. It was to people in the chat asking. Dota 2, net negative for society, for the world.
Oh,
for me. However, I do think it is one of the most like. I love seeing how all the systems of the characters interact. It's fun in the way that fighting games are. But
so I agree with you in
5v5. Fair enough. That's all I'm asking for.
I like all of that stuff is good, but that's why, and apologies for this, that's why when I was interested in playing a MOBA, the MOBA that I was playing was the Blizzard one.
Oh no, that one was
Storm.
That one was. I played that one too. I've played a lot of MOBAs. That one was underrated. Honestly,
it was like very underrated. It
very
had all of the
down.
It was, but it had it sanded off all of the things I didn't care about, like
that's the thing,
knowing which of the 15,000 items you were supposed to buy and when. That really Dota. If I can really distill it down to one thing, it is the item buying mechanic that I think absolutely drives me off of a cliff. I don't understand it, and then when you talk about it to Dota people, they'll be like, "Well, you can just like auto buy." Like based off of a thing. And it's like, well, if you can do that, then what's the point?
Yeah, no, you're fair enough, man.
Here's my problem with MOBAs.
Okay.
I'm not skilled. I can't play multiplayer games.
Have you heard of Heroes of the Storm? Don't play Heroes of the Storm.
I don't think you can anymore.
I think you can. I just think they stopped updating it. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know. It's 2025. I don't know anything about anything that's happening with Microsoft.
It's on the BDS.
That's a great point. Yeah, don't play it.
But I haven't played a League of Legends either.
Don't do that.
And I'm not going to.
Hey.
Counter-Strike sucks. That's the other Valve thing. I really hate. Deeply, as a big FPS person, I hate Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
What if we just play Left 4 Dead?
Just
Can we-
right now?
Can we?
What if
I'm
we
down.
just? What if we just? No, we got to
I
complete.
love Left 4 Dead.
Left 4
I used to
Dead's
play so much
fucking
versus mode in
brilliant.
Left 4 Dead 2. Did y'all ever play versus
I
mode?
never
in Left
played
4 Dead 2?
versus mode.
I did a little
because of
bit,
that,
but it didn't click.
Oh
So
man,
good.
I think about the rainstorm level of Left 4 Dead 2. That's 2, right?
I think so. Where you have to like get the boat at the end of it.
It's the one where you go up through a level as a rainstorm gets worse and worse, and then like a levee floods, and then you have to go back through the level, except now it is like being completely ruined by a flood. So it's essentially a different map. The
Yeah, I think I do
circus
know
is
that.
also really good. Oh man, the circus is so good. What are the Left 4 Dead 2 levels? Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4
The
Dead
concert.
2 is oh, the concert.
Yeah.
Oh, the concert
has a really fun
the
ending.
Concert.
Oh, it does have a really fun ending.
And it's fun to hear that both of you seem to be like way more into Left 4 Dead than me.
What?
But I think
played-
it's fine.
We're also
I think
horror
it's good.
sickos.
Yeah, that's true. It's although
Again-
it's barely a horror game.
Also, one of the games that I could run, right? Like, this was the thing. It was a
Yeah.
PC game that I could run on my computer.
This is the interesting thing. Like Jackie talked about how like Valve's whole monopoly on the PC games industry, where they instead of making any games, they decided to just make everyone who does make games have to give them money
Yes.
to sell them. And they can just sit back and collect huge checks.
Yeah,
the
they're
orange
the
box,
landlords of gaming.
The orange box, they're the landlords of gaming. That's a great analogy. The orange box was the thing that was like, I should be playing PC games, and it was only a year or two after that that I like built my first PC that could run games and started playing PC games. So they were very influential, even to console
Yeah.
players.
I mean,
in
here's the other
selling
thing.
PC games.
And then they
Here's
turned
the-
evil.
My favorite console is the Steam Deck. That's that the Steam Deck has changed the way I play games in a really
Really?
positive way. Yeah, I like I don't really like playing games at my desk, and I don't super love consoles. It's expensive. But being able to like
It's the same price as a Steam Deck.
games on consoles are expensive.
The games on consoles are more expensive. That is
Yeah.
true.
Oh my God. Don't get me started.
Especially in Canada, yeah. Come on.
Yeah. It's $100 for new shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Um,
But I'll like wake up in the morning and play an itch game that I've been meaning to play for 45 minutes, and it's great.
yeah, I hate the look of it, and I hate holding it, and I also don't like the screen. But other than that, I like the core concept.
Those are pretty big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, emulating on the Steam Deck rules. I've got Tears of the Kingdom running on my Steam
This is why I have an Odin handheld. I have like
Oh, right, yeah.
I have every console up to PS or nope, Switch. I have every console up to Switch on there that you're allowed to. You can't get an original Xbox, which is a shame, and I cry about it every day.
You cry?
Yeah, I cry real tears about how I can't play
That's
original
awful.
Xbox games on my handheld.
But maybe kind of cathartic. I don't know. I feel like I could be crying more in my life.
I don't think I could.
Are you a big crier, Sylvie?
Yeah.
I'm not a crier, really.
I wish
I
I was
can't
a
help it.
crier.
Yeah.
I cry at movies actually quite a lot. Movies are something that make me cry a lot. And that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, I just got mental illness. I don't know what to say.
Oh, I got that too. I think I
A lot of
unfortunately
stuff. I
have
got
this-
the weepy mental illness.
I have the non-weepy mental illness.
Yeah, I have the non-weepy mental illness. That might be the issue. That might be the problem.
Yeah.
Um,
Fair enough.
I like crying.
But I do
think
love
crying's a
sitting
lot
on
of
my
fun.
couch.
Uh-oh.
The Odin is so comfortable to hold. Who's that? Is that a?
Guy?
I can't see what that is.
It looks like a re-dead.
It looks
from
like
Zelda,
it looks
which
like a
is neat.
skeleton.
It
Oh,
is
it
a
does
skeleton.
kinda.
I want to find the fucking holy water altar that they say is up here. I would find that tremendously useful.
But I do love sitting on my couch and playing GameCube games. It's really good.
I loved that when the GameCube was around, and I did it at my friend's house because I did not have a GameCube. I played.
Here's the other thing. I have an amazing laptop, so like when I want to play a PC game, it's very easy to just like bring my laptop into the living room, and
That is exactly what I do.
yeah. Although the laptop was so much more expensive than a Steam Deck, and I don't use it nearly enough to justify that. But then I also feel the same thing. Like if I got a Steam Deck, it would just be another expensive thing that I don't use. I should just use the laptop, which is like, you know, it's got a 4080. I got it for editing more than anything. Like so I can edit.
The
out
problem
of my
is that I have to make music on a Mac. I mean, I don't. You know, I don't have to. But the shift.
No, don't, Jack. That's propaganda from the 20-aughts. Don't fall for Audie's propaganda.
Here's the thing. I've learned a DAW, right? That I've spent a decade using. And
Sure.
I don't know that I have the time to relearn a DAW. I mean, I do. No,
Yeah,
I don't.
not everyone is a sicko like me who gets a thrill out of learning a new, like, weird thing like that.
I would rather learn the saxophone, you know? I'm thinking about
Have I
taking
told you
some
about my
drum lessons.
machine?
Oh, tell me about your machine.
I got a Tascam digital Porta Studio.
Yes, you have
for
told
my
me about
music
this
desk.
machine. I'm so excited about the machine.
It arrived like less than 2 weeks ago, and it can take 8 simultaneous inputs. It has 32 tracks, and it is. I'm watching essentially, you know, corporate VHS instructional video level tutorials on how to use it because there's so much going on. It's the sort of thing where it's like, you know, step 1 of using your Tascam, you've got to understand your signal path, because it's not the benefit of a DAW is that you can make the signal path whatever you want.
Yes.
And so you don't have to learn about the signal path because you create the signal path. But for this thing, it's like the knob's the knob. It only does what the knob does. And you have to know what knob each knob goes into next time it goes to a new knob. So I haven't actually recorded anything on it yet. But I'm very excited to.
That is very exciting.
I've plugged my I bought from a friend an Electron Analog 4 synthesizer.
Yeah, you're a big analog synth person.
I am a big hardware synth person. I don't really care about analog versus digital, although the case for analog, like buying an expensive analog thing, is much higher. Like it makes sense. Like you've got physical electronics making physical noise in a box, so it makes sense when it's expensive.
I find that very moving.
Yes. Have you not had a hardware synthesizer, Jack?
I don't own one. I've played.
Okay.
Ah, that's my holy water altar. I'm going to fucking kill them. No, I'm not actually, but I've played Moog Grandmother.
But my friend, ooh, God, I would probably donate a toe to get a Moog Grandmother. Pick anyone. Yeah, whoever's got a Moog Grandmother and wants a toe in exchange, pick your toe. Although they just put out a budget in their first budget instrument.
They did.
The Moog Messenger, which I'm interested in. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not getting it because I have everything that I want or need.
Also, when they say budget, it's $800.
Right. Well, because when they say not budget, they mean $4,000.
Yes.
Yes. But I got the Electron Analog 4. It was the first synth I ever wanted. I borrowed it from a friend, and then I said, "Can I buy this from you?" And they said yes.
Oh, that's cool.
So I did. Yes. Because I played it and I was like, I love this. I love everything about this. This has changed my life. And I'm glad that I didn't get it when I first wanted one, or when I learned about the analog keys, which is the Analog 4, but with a keyboard on it. I'm glad I didn't get it. I wasn't ready for it when I heard about it 12 or 14 years ago or whatever. I would have gotten it and not understood it and been confused about what's good about it. The keys are a mistake if you don't understand already what the machine is for, which is that it's a 4-track mono synth. It's not a 4-voice polyphonic synth.
Oh.
Although you can make it do that. but it's not what it's the benefit is 4 simultaneous monophonic synthesizers sort of stacked in a 4-track thing.
And anybody who has played a keyboard will get confused by that if what they're expecting is 4-voice polyphony.
Absolutely, yes. And even though you can do 4-voice polyphony, you're sort of like, the reason the machine is so impressive isn't that. It's that it is 4 whole synths in one box, pretending to be one. And I wasn't ready for that in 2012 or whatever. And I liked it so much that I got a Digatone 2.
Is it Digatone, not Digitone?
They say Digatone because they're from Scandinavia, and for a very, very long time, everyone said Digatone. And it is only recently that people have started saying Digitone. Huh. And I'm just stuck saying Digatone because that's how people were talking about them when they were new.
Yes.
You know, when the Digatone 1 and the Digitact 1 were new, like a decade ago. Anyway, the Analog 4 can do individual outs per voice, and the Digatone is stereo, and then I've got my guitar. And so, boom, that is 8 simultaneous things that can go into the Tascam. I'm very excited. That's my story about my box.
One day you'll record some music with it.
Soon. I'm almost there. I had been recording into the Akai Force, which is like, it's really great, but it only has 2 inputs, and it's very annoying.
Did that throw its skull at you?
Oh, that's awesome.
It did, and I think then died. I think it was,
I mean, yeah, that sounds about right.
I think it was a one-time guy.
It's my favorite Steely Dan song.
I got a new instrument when I was in England. I picked up a William Lashnal 48-key English concertina. It was probably made in the
You've been wanting the concertina for a while.
1890s. I've been wanting it for a long time. And
you were sending me concertina links being like, I could get this one, but I would like the fancy one.
And I got the fancy one.
Congratulations on the fancy concertina.
I carried it extremely carefully back in my hand luggage. And I was afraid. I was afraid that it would get knocked. I was afraid that it would get bashed. It did not. Oh, do you hear that?
That's great.
Do you hear that whistling?
I do.
That means
who's whistling?
That we are about to enter Hammerite territory. Finally, no more fucking zombies. You might think this stream's been all over the place, Jack. What's going on? The problem is that I got this schmuck, Keith, and then Sylvie showed up, and now
Schmuck number 2.
Schmuck number 2. This is what Media Club Plus would be like all the time if we didn't have to talk about Hunter x Hunter. Because Dre is also a yapper.
Yeah.
The podcasters love to yap?
What? I mean, it is sort of, it is, I won't speak for anybody else. I do consider like my greatest strength and weakness is that I could talk about anything forever.
Yeah, it's great.
It's very powerful.
It's a blessing and a curse, but you know.
Yeah.
Lindrum says, free Clapcast.
Yeah, free Clapcast. Hey, if you like that, then you can go to
I tried to clap and hit my
friendsathetable.cash.
microphone.
Yeah, you should go to friendsathetable.cash. I thought
Tell a
about making
friend.
this.
Tell an excitable friend. Tell an excitable friend about Friends of the Table. Get them all amped up.
I thought about making this a Patreon exclusive LP, but in the end I didn't. But if you would have liked to have seen it as a Patreon exclusive LP, why not support us on friendsathetable.cash? I thought I was out of zombie hell, but I'm not quite. I think what I'm actually hearing are the Hammerites above me.
Oh, sorry, Jack. If you have more about the Hammerites, then go for it.
No, please go ahead.
Okay. Roman Statue says, friends, if you are not paying for the Clapcast, you're missing out. An upcoming Clapcast is going to be from the most recent Media Club Plus, and it is so good. You do not want to miss. When I was before I even finished editing the podcast, I had clipped and sent this to Allie to be like, this is for Clapcast.
Is it German SpongeBob?
It is German spice. It's German
Chinese
SpongeBob.
please.
Chinese SpongeBob.
So if you want to hear about German SpongeBob, friendsathetable.cash. It's so inexpensive. You could easily do 5 of them.
What was his name? Like SpongeBob Sponge Squamp?
It was SpongeBob Spongehead.
SpongeBob Spongehead.
Sponge. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah.
K-Pac says, Germa SpongeBob? Janine gently made fun of me on another stream for just recommending Germa. I was like, you should check out Germa. And Janine
And
was
then
like,
after that stream, I
like-
DM'd Austin to Germa stream.
I feel like one of the main things that keeps happening to me on Friends of the Table is my friends telling me that I should be watching Germa.
You should. He's
funny.
funny. He's great.
Good luck to all streamers.
What's your favorite?
Yeah, I don't think
Germa
it's
stream,
necessary to
Sylvie?
view it. Oh, that's tough. I really like. So recently, I've really fallen in love with his disastrous playthrough of Detroit Become Human.
Oh, I have to watch that.
I'll send it. That's what I sent to Austin the other day. So
I imagine he fucks it up completely.
Well, who could say? I don't want to give anything away.
It's not the player who fucked up Detroit Become Human.
No, that's
true.
It's a French
it's
piece of
impressive.
shit that fucked up.
It's impressive what he can pull off, though.
Is he still making a Star Wars game? Can I do that
But
as
that
a
got
Patreon exclusive
canceled.
Let's Play?
He
Can we
shouldn't be allowed to
please?
make anything.
No, he shouldn't.
Drug Dealer Simulator, also really funny. No, wait. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Is
I
that the
think
one
Drug
with
Dealer
the fucking
Simulator
the
is
guy
one.
with the red eyes on Steam that I've been seeing every time I open Steam?
Schedule 10 or whatever it's called.
Okay.
And you know what? I got it mixed up with a different. I realized that's not the one I was thinking of. It's Internet Cafe Simulator. He just plays a lot of those shovelware games.
An underrated Germa stream is Simpsons Hit and Run. He
Oh my God.
intends to play the full game, and the chat repeatedly lies to him about how long the game is. So by the
Yeah.
end, he loses it completely.
He's broken, and that's not a good game.
No, it's fun to look at though. I think that they managed to get the look of that game pretty good. Meanwhile, in Thief, I don't know if you noticed that 2 Hammerite guards just rushed out and killed a zombie.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
They can do that.
That's like Halo.
Yeah,
Where
but-
the elites fight the
Thou shalt not escape
brutes.
me.
Keith seeing a video game. This is just like Halo.
I command.
Okay, now we are
Well-
kind of in trouble because these guys are.
Have they seen you?
No, I'm in the thing. I'm in the dark.
This is a Hammerite, right? Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
this
see.
is
I can
a-
see his sword.
It is so.
He was
hard.
walking kind of. He's shambling.
Oh my god,
So I
dude.
wasn't. It's okay. It's so dark. I love the light
I shall
indicator.
spy thee ere
That's like a
long.
great thief feature to me.
I shall spy thee ere long, thief. I love the way the Hammerites talk.
I didn't realize that's what that was at the bottom. That's what you mean, the bottom middle of the screen.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
gem,
cool.
yeah. I want to get into that room to my right.
I think you go right now.
Yeah, now's the time. They took that zombie out for me though, which was nice. Oh wow, I'm glad I didn't. Okay.
Thou art for it now.
Oh fuck me.
Art thou afraid then?
They never come to this corner. They'll never see you in broad
Thou
daylight
shalt
here.
not escape me.
Curse
I like how
mine
nerdy
failing
they
eyes.
are.
Where went the intruder?
Oh boy.
Okay, we're loading a
Oh,
quicksand.
swung right over your head though.
Okay.
Where's that intruder?
Curse mine failing eyes.
Where do they get guys that sound like that?
They don't
They
put
must
them in
be
games
hiring
anymore, do
for
they?
it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean Looking Glass. I mean the Hammerite
Oh yeah.
bosses, scouring the streets for annoying men.
Youths in this time seek to learn about gold and politics, not honest craft.
Oh, young people.
Be their lord, come of age and know not how to accomplish aught of consequence.
Also, you guys are running a prison.
All this younger generation knows is steal, recharge holy water, and check light meter.
23-minute podcast about unrelated topic.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Several times. Every time you think you've gotten out of one podcast, lo, you just tumble into another. It's my Hammerite voice. I don't think I climbed up
Beautiful.
that ladder. Here we go.
In Jack Keats style, there was a whole other podcast that was even before we started streaming.
There was. What were we talking about? I don't remember.
We were talking about Philip K. Dick because I was reading.
Oh, we
The
were.
Man
We
Who
were talking about
Japed.
Philip K. Dick, and Keith reading The Man Who Japed and how good Philip K. Dick titled.
Yeah.
I just started reading a book called Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead, which is a mystery novel-ish by the Polish writer Olga Tokarczuk, and it's about this like eccentric woman in a village in Poland during the winter who finds that her neighbor has died, and a sort of weird mystery starts to unravel around that. And it's really good. She won the Nobel Prize, and the Nobel Prize Committee were correct. I think that she...
Wow. They aren't always.
They're regularly not. Bob Dylan,
Yeah.
are you kidding me?
Barack Obama, Barack Hussein Obama.
Bob
There was
Dylan?
I was like trying to put together where I had heard they will plow the full title of they will drive your plow over the bones of the dead. That's a local screamo band name.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's really fun. Jack, I sent or Sylvie, because Jack's playing a game technically. I sent the cover of this. Can you describe the cover, read the title, and read the subtitle, or I guess the
I'm just gonna like
supertitle?
I'm gonna start from the top.
Yeah.
Work my way down. After I get this tiny piece of chip out of my throat.
Get that
Okay.
chip out of here.
It's gone. 2 complete novels, 35 cents. He undermined their world with mockery. The Man Who Japed. Philip K. Dick, complete and unabridged. And then you sort of got a guy running away from a spear in the background, I guess. He's dressed in all black. He's got like a cape on that's sort of like fluttering behind him to show the movement, and he is carrying a giant head, like a giant human head that's bleeding from the top but not the bottom. He also has like, I'm noticing so many things. There's like in the background, there's like a bunch of like splintered wood with a hand sticking out of it.
Mhm.
And that's sort of, I guess, what he's retreating from. He's got like a vine wrapped around his knee. I do kind of just keep coming back to this lifeless head in his hand, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's like a city. It's a classic pulp novel style.
Super
cover.
pulpy. Yeah. His he wrote a bunch of unpublished books in the 50s, and this is one of them. 50s? Why do I always get
I don't know, man. I believe that.
50s or 60s? I can't remember.
I might go see the
but-
Phoenician Scheme tonight.
Ooh, I've heard mixed things, but like in the real way, where I just heard some people didn't like it and some people loved it, not where everyone. Some people say mixed, and what they mean is everyone said it was okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Wes Anderson film in theaters for a long time, so I'm kind of excited about that.
I never have.
Yeah, same.
I saw Grand Budapest Hotel in theaters, and it
There's
was
a big-
so good.
There's a big anti-Wes Anderson moment happening, which is I find very odd because it seems to be. And look, I have qualms with Wes Anderson.
I've been here for years.
But it seems to be mostly people who like don't know his work or his movies talking about how he's a blowhard director where all of his movies are the same movie. And I'm like, look, I know that he has a distinct style, but I don't feel that way at
never
all.
been the criticism.
Even the movies of his that I don't like, of which there are several, I don't feel like they look the same or are the same. I also think Bottle Rocket is underrated.
Bottle Rocket is really good. It's really funny.
Yeah, people always say that Bottle Rocket is his worst movie. That's not even close to true.
Isle of Dogs is his worst movie.
I was literally about to say.
Yeah,
Isle of
that's
Dogs
probably
exists.
true. It's probably Isle of Dogs. Or maybe the Darjeeling Limited.
Darjeeling Limited is not good, but Darjeeling Limited has a couple of moments in it that I think are really gently
Sure.
observed. There's a really good
Oh,
bit.
Wes Anderson gently observed something?
What? How symmetrical was it when he did that?
It was very symmetrical. There's a scene where Owen Wilson's character, who has been wearing bandages through the whole film, takes the bandages off and decides to put the bandages back on again. That I think is a really good scene. Also, would you like to examine my pentagon?
50s. I was right.
Oh,
50s.
beautiful.
That's my gorgeous pentagon. I liked
wow.
Asteroid City a lot. I thought Asteroid City was really fun.
I need to
I've heard
catch up
nothing
on the
but
last decade of his movies. I
Here's the
really am
problem.
behind. Yeah.
Grand Budapest Hotel is the best film he's ever made.
That is... That's maybe true. If there's only 3 options, you only have 3 real choices.
It's Fantastic Mr. Fox, Grand Budapest Hotel, and it's tough because I'm a big Life Aquatic girly, so
I love Life Aquatic, but I don't think that's one of them. I think that's like in the top 5 for sure. I was going to say that it's the Royal Tenenbaums, Grand Budapest Hotel, and Fantastic
I find
Mr. Fox.
bits.
Although I haven't seen Rushmore
I
in
don't
a
like
really
Rushmore.
long time. What's that?
I don't like Rushmore.
I liked Rushmore when I saw it, but I don't remember it.
Sylvie's a Wes Anderson hater, and has been working with me and Austin for the last decade.
That's fine.
So, you know, these things
We
happen.
accept all.
We accept all. Well, sort of.
Except
sort
Dota
of.
2.
Except
Yeah,
Dota
that's
2
fine.
and Eli
That's why
Roth.
I'm getting kicked off the show.
Right, we're
I don't think
announcing.
anybody likes Eli Roth.
No, Eli Roth
Whoa.
fans like Eli Roth.
No,
right?
sorry, anyone on Friends at the Table.
No one on Friends at the Table likes
I don't
Eli
think
Roth.
so. Noted piece of shit.
Noted piece of shit, Eli Roth.
Noted piece of shit. Highly noted over and over again.
Highly
They keep
noted piece
noting.
of shit, Eli Roth. They
Highly
keep.
noted hack.
He is a hack, isn't he?
I
Yeah.
recently heard his David Lynch thing. Did you hear
Dude,
about this?
I was about to bring this
I
up.
did hear this.
This
Tell
is
the story.
crazy.
So, do you want to tell it, Keith, or should I?
I have I'm low detail on this. So if you want to,
We might be the same amount.
Okay.
We'll see. Basically, there is a post going around recently talking about how when I believe it was Cabin Fever was showing at festivals, and I can't remember which festival it was.
I fucking hate Cabin Fever. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's an Eli Roth movie.
It's an
Yes,
Eli
I
Roth
know.
movie, not the song from Muppet Treasure Island,
Oh my
which is
god,
good.
classic.
Which is really
Cabin
good.
Fever. Ah.
Okay, we need to circle back around to the Muppets after this.
Okay, put a pin in this. We have to do a Muppets podcast.
So when that was being shown at festivals, David Lynch was being listed as an executive producer. Eli Roth just put it in there to generate buzz.
Because he had worked, he was like an associate. Roth was an assistant editor on Lost Highway or something. On,
Something like that.
On some Lynch picture.
Anyway, David Lynch finds out about this, and before like saying anything, he watches the movie because David Lynch was the type of guy who would watch the movie to see if it's something he's interested in first, and then he immediately called and said, "You have to take my name off this right now."
Yeah, I do like that he was like, okay, I definitely didn't executive produce this, but if it is good, I'll take it. Fine.
That's why I honestly I'd have done the same. You know,
It's smart.
It's like, especially hearing like, oh yeah, some because he was like that was his first major picture, right?
That can't be right. He was that
it was-
shit out of the gate?
I don't know if it was, but I feel like it was one of his early ones. But like hearing that, like it was 2002.
Yeah, it was his directorial
yeah,
debut.
his directorial debut.
Wow.
Yeah, so like hearing someone that you worked with, like worked on one of your movies, is having their directorial debut. I understand the curiosity, and then imagine having to sit through fucking Cabin Fever, and you're the guy who fucking made like Lost Highway and Wild at Heart. I would have ordered a hit. If I'm being honest, I would have called up a hitman.
Don't.
Good. You don't need it. You just know the song, and that's what
If
matters.
you want to watch Cabin
Cabin
Fever,
Fever.
which Keith shouldn't, if you want to watch
No.
if you want to watch a gross, splattery, kind of weird, you should watch the James Gunn film Slither. Is pretty good. Sylvie, what's that film? Is it The Bay with the parasite? The like
Oh my
fake
God.
docudrama?
In
I don't know. this one.
In 1996, the film Scream was released to great success, leading studios to once again become interested in horror properties. Roth still could not sell his script, as studios told him that it should be more like Scream. Many potential financiers also found the film's content to be unsettling, including not only the gore, but also the use of the N-word early in the film. Great.
That sounds like Eli Roth.
Yeah. That's probably why he was in that Tarantino movie. They're like, hey, brothers in using the N-word in our scripts.
Unfortunately, Tarantino has juice. Eli Roth is completely juiceless.
Tarantino is peaks and valleys of juice.
Had juice.
Yeah.
What was the last good Tarantino film?
Reservoir Dogs.
That is so real. I was gonna say like Pulp Fiction, maybe.
Oh my god.
I really like parts of, speaking of Eli Roth, Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, there's moments.
I love Reservoir
That
Dogs.
might be the answer.
I love Reservoir Dogs to death. It's one of my favorite movies. I think Pulp Fiction is fine. There's a lot of Tarantino I haven't seen, and I famously hate Kill Bill more than almost any other movie I've ever seen.
I'm shaking your hand right now, buddy.
Here's what I will say about Tarantino, and it is not a unique skill of Tarantino's. Lots of people are good at this, but it is something that I index highly in whether or not I'm interested in a director. Tarantino likes it when people sing and dance, and that is important to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think about Tarantino a lot when we watch Hunter x Hunter, because of there's so much of like these like bizarre monsters kind of just being normal people in Hunter x Hunter, which I consider like a staple thing that Tarantino is interested in over other modern directors, like interested in the guy who kills having a cup of coffee.
Right. Yes, definitely.
I think about that a lot with Hunter x Hunter.
K-Back says, do people not like Django Unchained? I didn't like it too much. I would go back to it.
I did not see it. There's a lot of Tarantino I haven't seen because he does not come across well in the ones that I have seen.
No.
Yeah.
He's so annoying. Mutton Bandit says, gross movie I enjoyed recently, When Evil Lurks. Sylvie and I watched that as part of our film club. Sylvie subjected me to The Wailing, so I subjected her to When Evil Lurks.
And we loved them both.
We loved them both. The Wailing is the most evil film I've ever seen.
It's up there.
What are they wailing about?
They're wailing about the death of people they love.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, that is not a film where the title is abstract. They are wailing in that film.
They are wailing, okay.
Regularly. Not a Bumblebee says any other good recs for evil films. I mean, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the original. Oh, Cure. Cure.
Another movie we watched together, Cure, one of the most evil films, positive of all time.
Sylvie and I sort of did like an arms race, and then we reached the top and couldn't. It was going to get really unpleasant if we went further.
Yeah.
So then we just watched Ghost Watch, and what was the other one? We watched a really. Oh, Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkinhead, yeah, we should get back to doing.
I've almost never seen an evil film.
You're not that type of guy.
No. Why would I
don't
do
know,
that?
I think that's fine.
This staircase is driving me crazy because
Evil in a different kind of way, I'll watch.
Yeah, but like you've
Like-
never been a horror guy. Like
No.
you're a comedy fella. The two types.
Well, I
of
love
people.
drama. I love drama.
This is true.
I want to do this.
What's your favorite drama, Keith? I always think of comedy stuff with you.
That's a really hard question.
That's fair. I asked it, and then it was like, that is like asking, what's your favorite, like, book?
That's a really hard question. Okay, I have a.
Or what's
this
one that
isn't-
comes to mind?
This isn't like a great. This isn't a great answer, but because I'm just looking at my Plex to be like, what are movies?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
And I've talked about this before, but I think that comedies from the 60s play so poorly today that they come across as barely comedies. The Jack Lemmon movie, The Apartment, is a movie that I love, but I find it to essentially be a drama.
That's really funny.
It's so good, but it's billed as like a slapstick kind of, life comedy. Like it's about how funny it is to be this guy and what a funny predicament he is. It's not funny like that. It's funny because Jack Lemmon is funny, The performances are good. It's a drama. It's a drama about suicide. It's a drama. And it's a really good one. Let's see. Let me think of like a real drama.
I got kind of distracted in the middle. You can think for a minute. I'm going to talk about this video game because there was a dude who just went, into it randomly, and it really threw me off.
They love to say stuff like that regularly. The way the NPCs talk in this game is undefeated.
I've been very charmed by it.
Who art thou there in the shadow?
Are you still in the mines, or is this the
This is the entrance to the
church?
Hammerite church
Okay.
here up these stairs. This seems to be a choke point.
Stand forth
Fuck
and
me.
speak.
So does this game typically force you into positions where you kind of have to take guys out to advance, or is there always
it
a way
tries
to
really
get by?
hard to avoid it, but also I
Okay.
think Sea Lamprey says they're talking about my house. K-Pax and Sea Lamprey are talking about my house walkthrough. Have you ever seen my house walkthrough, Sylvie?
I don't think I have.
Oh my god, you have to see my house walkthrough. I'm sending you a link right now. I'm taking time to.
Thank you so much.
While I'm just like scrolling through my Plex.
I
The
also started
station
doing
agent. I love the station agent.
Okay.
A serious man. I love a serious man.
Serious Man is really good.
Oh yeah.
We've talked, for some reason, we've talked a lot about Casablanca.
We have. Did it make it onto the shows? I feel like it does.
It does. I do not cut content out of the show. Like, there's sometimes there's like we'll start something and lose our place, or there'll be like people talking over each other, and I'll either like cut part of it or I'll space it out so that everybody gets to say the thing that they say. Like, these are very rare. What I cut is like noises in the background. I cut like if we take a break, I don't cut any discussion at all unless it happened before the show started.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I would say that the amount that's cut content wise is above 99%. Sorry, 99%.
I was gonna say he cut.
So
we do
less
a lot
than
of talking
let's do it the
before
other
we
way.
hit record.
Less than 1% is cut.
Yeah.
12 Angry Men.
I've never seen it. I'd like to.
I really like. 12
Like
Angry
original?
Men.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah. 57.
I think I started watching it and then I was like having a bad focus day and was like, okay, another time.
Yeah, I've been there.
Because that's one of those movies
Who is there?
where sometimes when there's a movie that I'm like not as invested in or isn't like as dialogue driven, I can kind of power through and let myself be a little distracted. But with that one, I knew I wasn't gonna have any good time.
Do you notice a great movie despite everything about it?
I love that sentence. Tell me.
Field of Dreams.
That's okay. Sure.
Was that
Field of
if you build
Dreams-
it, they will come?
Yeah. Field of Dreams is such a schlocky mess, but it is undoubtedly a good watch. It is a guy. Say again?
I was gonna say you could have given me like a million guesses and I never would have gotten to Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams is so fun. It's really about a guy who, remember the first act of Close Encounters?
I haven't seen Close Encounters.
Close Encounters is really good. Jack, have you seen Close Encounters?
No. I've seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
That's what I mean. Yeah, Close
what we're
Encounters of the
talking
Third
about.
Kind. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember the first act where, Richard Dreyfuss is like feeling this pull to leave his home,
Yes.
and there's this sort of like mysteriousness to it, and people are like, "What are you doing? Why are you acting this way? Don't leave! Like, you're being crazy." Field of Dreams is like that, but if instead of going to like a mesa in New Mexico or whatever, it was about building a ghost baseball field.
Okay,
And there's-
sure.
There, there's almost no conflict except for that everyone is like, please stop spending our money. Please stop. You're a farmer. Why are you mowing your corn to build a baseball field for ghosts? It's like very, very God, what's the word for okay, I have a series of questions based on not being able to remember words.
Let's go.
Who was the director of This Is Spinal Tap?
That was what he. I know this one. Rob Reiner. Was that Rob Reiner?
Rob Reiner. It's Rob Reiner. Okay, thank you. Rob Reiner, the less talented son of the father. Carl Reiner, obviously the superior director. What is the word for the thing that Rob Reiner does?
That is a great question.
What is this?
Like,
all right, Sylvie,
schlocky. It's not either of those, but it's something like that. This sort of like
kitsch.
Yeah, kitsch. It's not the word that I'm thinking. I think it begins with an S, but I can't place.
Sentimental, is it?
There is a sentimental thing. Yeah, there is like this sort of like overblown sentimentality that is annoying, I guess, and that's what Field of Dreams is. But it's just so good that
Is it saccharin?
Saccharin.
Got saccharin from the chat. Thank you very much.
Maybe thinking of another word too, but saccharin works perfectly, I think.
I like a saccharin film sometimes.
Yeah. Ray Liotta as Shoeless Joe Jackson with his like unbelievable eyes. You just look at this sort of young Ray Liotta and you're like, oh my God, I would build a fucking baseball field for this guy.
Girl, you've got eyes that would make me want to build a baseball field.
You know what? Let's poke around in here, and then I think we should call it for today, because this seems like a natural break point.
Yeah, you got like a real map now.
We got a real map. What happened is we went through like gestural hell in the mines by supporting ourselves through the care of friends for talking about things that aren't being in the mines. But now we've entered like squares. We've entered... Library Cat says, a stream about Thief, the video game. We've entered squares. So let's poke into storerooms here on the left and kind of try and get up here into control room. And then call it. I could make... I'm in the right job to be making podcasts with you lot.
Someone there?
Oh, yeah.
No, hang on.
Yeah, imagine if we had a job where someone was like, you need to focus and stop talking about Easy Rider.
It's what Austin says famously all the time. Oh, Eschatologist says, guess we'll get to the Muppets in the next episode. Sylvie, you wanted to wrap back around to the Muppets.
So I wanted to know, okay, I'm in an interesting position where my partner has only seen one Muppet movie.
Wow.
And
Which
it's
one?
Christmas Carol, I believe.
It is the best one.
The Brian Henson, the original Brian Henson, I think.
Yes, it is.
I don't think...
By thyself.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
It is. It's Brian
really know
Henson,
what that
yeah.
means. I was gonna ask, what do you think the next one should be? Like, do we just go to like straight to the like the original like Muppet
I think
movie?
that you've got two choices, and it's Muppet Treasure Island and then the original, or the original and then work your way through them to Treasure Island.
I think see, Treasure Island was one that like my sister and I basically ran the VHS tape out watching that movie.
It's one of the best movies of all time.
It's up there.
It's so funny. It's
Tim Curry's
so
fantastic
funny.
in it.
Do you think Muppet Treasure Island is better or worse than Casablanca?
Whoa. Well, yeah, because Kermit's there.
Kermit takes it.
God,
Yeah.
they gotta do a Muppet Casablanca.
Who's the human? It's Cary Grant. It's not Cary Grant. Who plays the guy in Casablanca? It's
Humphrey Bogart.
Humphrey Bogart. Is the human Humphrey Bogart?
No, he's dead.
No, but I'm...
You mean the Humphrey Bogart character?
Right.
I think that here's the thing. You've hit on something that I think about a lot, which is that people talk about Muppet movies as if all of them were the there's one human and everybody
No,
else
there's
is Muppets
regularly
kind of thing.
multiple humans.
Yes, but also there was only a few movies that even followed that format, and it was mostly the Brian Henson era, and he only did 3 movies.
I think maybe where it comes from, Keith, is like human guests on the Muppet Show.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree that it comes from that, but the other thing is I also think that people have trouble picking who should be the human or humans. I really think that it would be very, very funny to have an actor having to play across from a Muppet in those specific roles.
You mean what's his
Hungry
name? Roy?
Bogart
What's his
and,
name? Ray? What is the character in Casablanca called?
Rick Blaine.
Rick.
So I'm
Yeah.
looking at the cast right now to be like, okay, which Muppet's doing this? Obviously, Miss Piggy is Ingrid Bergman. Duh.
Yes.
Obviously.
See, that's the thing. Having someone have to play a human opposite
Miss
Ingrid
Piggy.
Bergman.
It would be great.
Yeah, Muppet Ingrid Bergman. Yeah, it would be really good. They got to go back to doing that. I don't know why they stopped doing that. They could have put a Muppet movie out.
Suck.
Yeah, the Muppets suck now.
I
it's
like
not
the
the
Jason
Muppets' fault.
Segel, Nick Stoller
It's not
one
their
from
fault, but all their
2012 or
material
whatever.
sucks now.
I find
You
that
don't like that
really
one?
vibe with
I
it.
find that "Am I a Man or Am I a Muppet" song to be so teeth-gratingly annoying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that song is the worst part of the movie. But there's a lot of movie that isn't that.
When
And
did
I
they
like
start doing
the-
Travel by Map? Was Travel by Map that film? That's a fucking funny joke.
The original Muppet movie was Travel by Map.
That's a good joke.
It's a great joke.
Kermit's great. I could watch Kermit do anything. Oh, Kermit
Yeah.
would be what's his name? Victor
The
Laszlo.
current Kermit sucks though.
Oh, really?
That's the problem. Yeah, Steve Whitmire was doing it for years and years and years after Jim Henson died, and he was really great. And then Disney fired him over creative differences.
Wasn't he like, I want more money to be Kermit?
I thought that he was saying, I don't like this current Muppet show that we're doing, and
Oh.
they said, well, then you're fired. And then they got a guy who doesn't sound anything like Kermit, even a little.
It's
Even
one
a
of the
little.
most famous voices.
Yeah.
The Kermit is the revolutionary, the freedom fighter, what's he called, a partisan. In Casablanca, Victor Laszlo, the guy who shows up and causes a lot of trouble for Rick.
Are we putting Gonzo and Rizzo in it? And who are they?
Oh.
Oh, well, so Rolf is playing the piano.
Yes, 100%. I was about to say that.
Are they like the resistance? Like, isn't there like a guy who's like a contact for the resistance guy? I feel like Rizzo would be funny for that.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
The obviously having Muppets play Nazis is loaded. That's obviously complicated.
You could have real people as every Nazi except the main one.
Who would have to be
Sam Eagle.
Sam Eagle. Yes.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say Fozzie.
And then you're making a very interesting political point.
About how the Americans are fascists.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And kind of always have been, one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who is in The Beautiful Friendship, the cop, that might be a Gonzo.
Oh yeah. I can see that. Because then also then you
Renault?
get Gonzo time.
Renault.
Is that who we're talking about?
Yes.
Is that who it is? Yeah. We gotta make this.
Yeah, we gotta make. They should give us the Muppets
and Casablanca.
in the game Casablanca. That'll be public domain eventually, right?
Who owns Casablanca?
Yeah.
MGM?
I would assume MGM.
Warner.
Okay.
Warner, yeah.
It cost them about $1 million to make, and it made about
We must-
$6 million at the box office.
Warner Brothers and Disney need to put aside their differences to give us both the Muppets and Casablanca,
Well,
and then they can fuck off.
This is why Who Framed Roger Rabbit was so extraordinary, right? It was this like,
Well, yeah.
it was like, who made Who Framed Roger Rabbit? He's great. It's the guy who made It's not Zemeckis, is it?
I think it is Zemeckis.
Yeah, it
isn't
is Zemeckis. Yeah,
What happened
yeah,
to you, Zemeckis?
What happened to you, Zemeckis?
Didn't he make that stupid Tom Hanks film recently?
Probably.
What? I don't know what that is.
It's that like single. It's like a one camera.
Oh
setup.
my god. Yes, I do. What the fuck is that
Is it
called?
called Here?
Oh, he
I
did the
think it is
bad
called
Pinocchio too.
Yeah, he's done a lot of bad.
There was the
movies.
Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio and the Robert Zemeckis Pinocchio that came out at the same time. And Forrest Gump, of course.
Contact?
Polar Express.
Contact's a great film.
Contact is great. Is that the one that's the Carl Sagan book? Is that
Yep.
Contact? Yeah.
Yeah. So Forrest Gump is absolute irredeemable dog shit. He made that
Evil.
in '94. He made Contact in '97. I think Contact is good. He made Castaway. I think Castaway's pretty good. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Castaway is
but,
fine.
Then he made Polar Express, which is bad.
Oh boy.
He did that bad.
I saw Polar Express
film?
at Jordan's Furniture
What?
at
What?
the mall.
At school.
Oh, I think
Who's
I saw
Jordan?
it at school. Why did they show it in a furniture store?
Jordan's Furniture had like an IMAX in it for some reason.
Sure.
Actually, it's one of the best IMAXs in the country was at Jordan's Furniture.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's
The
like the
American people
second or
have such a
third
beautiful
best.
culture.
Yeah.
He made that really strange Beowulf with hot Angelina Jolie,
I watched that in school.
as opposed to unhot Angelina Jolie.
Right.
Here's many other versions.
Yeah.
It is
What?
such a weird movie. I think, is it okay? Is that movie is terrible, right?
Yes, but I think it's a really interesting failure. I would go back to that film. It's a... Oh, no, I wouldn't. It's written by Neil Gaiman.
I was
Get the
about to
fuck outta here,
say,
man.
would you?
Oh, I had no idea. Wow, that's a weird one.
Wow. It is weird that Angelina Jolie is hot in it because she's playing Grendel's mother. I'm trying to remember if Grendel's mother is hot in the poem. I don't think that she is.
Yeah, and they made her like CG smooth naked too.
Yes, they
They
did. Well,
did.
everyone's CG smooth in that in weird ways, but she was especially naked.
Yeah.
She was
Well,
especially
they made it so that they could make her naked by taking off her nipples. That's my memory.
and there was like a gold skin situation happening at one point because she comes out of like some liquid and then it's like all.
We've agreed as a society that the only thing that makes you naked
is
is
the nips.
nipples.
Right.
Yes,
It's true.
female presenting nipples.
Right. Yes.
Then he made a
Can you believe Back to the Future, then Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and then Back to the Future 2, and then Back to the Future 3,
Yeah,
and then
what a run.
basically only making garbage for the rest of your life?
No, Death Becomes
Isn't
Her's
that
pretty
bizarre?
good.
Becomes Her is right there.
Oh well, that comes right after. Just haven't seen Death Becomes Her.
It's really good. I don't think you'd like it.
I get it confused with The Witches, another movie that I think I have seen a little bit of The Witches, but I think they came out around the same time, and I don't know the difference between them.
Death Becomes Her is about Isabella Rossellini saying, "What if you could remain beautiful forever?" and it doesn't work. The Witches is about getting turned into a mouse by some witches.
This is Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn.
It
I
is,
do
it
know
is.
this one. Yes,
he
I
made
do
a
know
Christmas
this.
Carol adaptation that looks dog shit. He made a film called Flight. I didn't see that.
The Jim Carrey Christmas Carol has a really bizarre look to it, but Christmas Carol people say that it's really good. I saw it
yeah,
as
I'm not
a
watching
kid.
that. Oh.
I saw it as a kid, and I don't
Who is
know.
Christmas Carol people?
People who like Christmas
There are
Carol adaptations.
people who are deranged about Christmas,
There are. It's true.
and
Oh,
those
but
are
I
Christmas
mean-
Carol people.
and
also,
there
I
are
imagine
Christmas.
Dickensian fans.
Yes, I think that this is like an intersection of like people who like adaptations, people who like Dickens, and people who like Christmas. Although I don't think you necessarily have to like Christmas to be a Christmas Carol person.
I like Dickens, and I like the book Christmas Carol. I think the book of Christmas Carol is really good. But does that make me a Christmas Carol person? It might. Oh God.
Unless you've seen 5+
No.
Christmas
I've
Carol
only seen the Muppet
adaptations
Christmas
and
Carol.
have strong feelings about which Christmas Carol adaptations are the best, then you're not
The
a
Muppet
Christmas Carol person.
Sylvie, did you
The
know
Muppet one I think is the best.
that Zemeckis produced 13 Ghosts?
I didn't. I also just learned that he
And where did those
produced
ghosts go on to
House of
make?
Wax.
I don't know what those ghosts went on to make. Oh, he produced Ghost Ship. Ghost Ship has an amazing beginning. I think I've talked about the beginning of Ghost Ship.
Oh man, he produced Mars Need Moms.
Oh man, Mars Needs Moms.
I think what we've learned at the beginning of this is that you can't trust
production credits.
a production credit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Did you see that 05 House of Wax, Sylvie?
That's the Paris Hilton one, right?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I just know about the German name being Wax House Baby. Wax House Baby.
Wax
Wow.
House Wax, baby. I also haven't seen it. I remember there was this like wildly misogynistic promotional campaign for that, which was basically like, don't you want to see Paris Hilton die?
Yes, I remember that very vividly.
But it's a Jean Colette Serra film. He made Orphan, and I don't know if he made the second Orphan film. I think that film was kind of fun.
Orphan's insane.
It is.
Twist to Orphan is nuts.
Have you seen the sequel?
No.
The sequel's really fun. They do some really good stuff with like, how can you do that again?
Yeah. What?
Yeah. Look up the twist if you're not going to see it. It is enjoyable. I'm trying to think if he made Jungle Cruise and Black Adam.
Sure. Sure.
Who made Jungle Cruise and Black Adam?
The guy who made the 05 House of Wax.
Oh.
I have a lot of love for early 2000s horror or thriller films. I think that like the just post America 9/11 going through a sort of like bizarre spasm produced a really interesting era of Talia K says poor Garrett.
Garrett's just chilling. Garrett's meditating.
Garrett's listening to us.
Garrett's having a good time.
Whistling. Is Garrett whistling?
No, that is the Hammerites are whistling.
Oh, okay.
Let me just check.
A Woman
Robert
Under the
Smith's
Influence.
thing.
That's a drama. We talked about that recently. That's a drama that I really like.
Yeah, we asked the brave question. I asked the brave question on Media Club Plus: is Cassavetes good?
Yes, Cassavetes is good. It's tough to like think of because you're like, oh, is this a drama? And it's like, well, no, that's like a crime movie. It's like, is this a drama? And it's like, no, that's kind of a thriller. That's kind of a noir. Like, there's a lot.
But those are.
Yeah, it's tough to make. It's tough to just like be a drama. Like, it's easy to be like Goodfellas is my favorite drama. Like, because it's
The Godfather's
it's
very
not
good.
a drama. I don't like The Godfather.
It insists upon it, though.
It does insist upon itself. It's maybe the most I've ever agreed with something that happened on Family Guy.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, it does insist upon itself.
It's a good
It is a good joke. I saw The Godfather and was like wildly unimpressed by it.
That's such a shame. I love that film. I saw it really late, and I was like, I went into it kind of skeptical because I was like, everyone says this is the best film, but everyone says a bunch of shit, and it turned out that it actually really got me. The opening at the wedding party is such a wonderful like crowd scene in a way that has got to be an absolute nightmare to shoot.
It's one that I should go back to because you never know with a movie like that. Like, did I just not pick up on something, or was I too young, or was I in a bad mood that day? Like, it is. You have to pay a price to just say that you hate The Godfather, which I do. But also, like, I had seen other Coppola movies and liked them. Like, I went to The Godfather after watching Apocalypse Now and really liking it a lot.
I still haven't seen that. I really want to see that.
Good.
I feel bad because my objection to Apocalypse Now is like, I don't think you should cut a cow in half. But then I'm also like, that is a film about such irredeemable evil vested on a country by the Americans that it's like, that's really what you're complaining about, Jack? I don't know.
We also cut a lot of cows in half.
We do regularly cut a lot of cows in half.
Yeah. Of course, neither of them hold up to my favorite Coppola movie, Jack,
Bram Stoker's
1996
Dracula.
Jack.
Oh, Jack, about the child who's large.
About the big boy, yeah.
Yeah.
About Robin Williams as a big boy.
I think you've pitched this to me, and I think I find the concept of this film so upsetting.
It's crazy that Francis Ford Coppola was like, okay, so here's the movie. It's basically Robin Williams doing age regression until he tragically dies.
Yes, yeah.
Which is How do you what?
Do we like Good Will Hunting? Does Good Will Hunting hold up?
I think that movie's
I
fine.
like Good Will Hunting. Yeah, it's kind of it does insist upon itself, but it is good.
On your recommendation, Keith, I did watch Dogma.
You watched Dogma?
I watched Dogma. Yeah.
What do you think about Dogma?
It was alright. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, it's alright. It's pretty fun.
I like again.
You get why it seems like your thing. Too,
yeah, no, I watched Ben Affleck and Matt Damon in the movie. I know why you said that.
Yeah.
I think Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are so funny, and I want the best for them.
It's a shame. There's a kind of guy.
Kids get it together.
There's a kind of guy that's too hot to keep making good movies, and it's really sad how many like attractive men stop being funny so that they can be in terrible garbage.
Won't somebody think of the hot men?
And well, it's never been more true than Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
I think that's
they were
why
in such dog shit movies.
I think that's why I like that Ryan Gosling kind of did the reverse in some ways.
Oh yeah,
where like
he's a
he
really
started doing
smart
funnier
comedy
movies.
actor.
I really like him in dumb schlock movie Crazy Stupid Love.
Oh, that's a fun one. That's actually the only Ryan Gosling movie I think I like. I haven't seen
Other Guy. Have you seen is it The Other Guys or The Nice Guys? I think The Nice Guys
is so funny.
The Nice Guys is really good. Yeah.
I was gonna say
the
I feel
Will
like the Nice
Ferrell
Guys
one, right?
Yeah, they came out around the same time, so I always get them mixed up. But I think The Nice Guys is what I was specifically thinking of because that came after.
It's
all
him
of
and
his really
Russell
heavy...
Crowe, or the guy that looks like Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Who is it?
It is Russell
It's
Crowe,
Russell
and
Crowe?
they're perfect.
Okay. Who's the one that I think is Russell Crowe?
Oh, I don't know.
Come on, who's the guy that looks like Russell Crowe? Who?
Val Kilmer?
No, Gerard Butler. I get Gerard
he
Butler
does look like Russell Crowe.
I get them confused almost 100% of the time.
Gerard was in Gamer.
Gerard Butler's in Evil Movie. You ready for an evil movie? I have an evil movie that I've seen. It's one of my least favorite movies of all time. He was in a movie called Law Abiding Citizen.
Oh my god!
Is the worst. It might be the worst, most upsetting movie I've ever seen. Despicable politics, just an absolutely deranged movie for total psychos.
It's from that like vein of the like Clint Eastwood style of like vigilante justice because the criminal justice system isn't hard enough on these thugs. It's like, and like I say that word knowing how charged it is because they are also doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. He made. He went on to make. Well, so firstly, he made the terrible Italian Job remake. This is F. Gary Gray, the guy who made Law Abiding Citizen. He made the Men in Black remake, the 2019 one.
Really?
Oh.
With Hemsworth and what's her name? Tessa Thompson. Which is, I don't know. He made a film.
He made
called
Friday.
Wait, what's Friday? I don't know.
Friday's the buddy comedy with Ice Cube and Chris Tucker.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. Bernie Mac is in it. It's good.
Bernie Mac was good.
It's good.
Rip.
It's a 1995 comedy about Ice Cube.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Sure.
It's the only good Ice Cube movie.
That's not true. I think that.
Oh, is he in something? What was he in?
Is that true?
He's in Boys in the Hood. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I forgot about.
I feel like that is a big one.
Yeah, I just forgot about it. It was 4 years earlier than Friday.
I think that the Jump Street movies are better than they need to be. I wouldn't go to bat for them being like
21
cinema.
Jump Street. Oh,
but I think they're pretty
I forgot
funny.
he was in those too. Yeah, I like 21 Jump Street. I haven't seen 22 Jump Street though.
I think
Excuse me,
Channing
he was in
Tatum is
Torque.
funny.
He was what? What was it?
In Torque, the fake Fast and Furious movie where Adam Scott is the villain.
That's
It's
really
It's
funny.
motorcycle Fast and Furious.
What year did it come out in?
2004.
Oh, so this was before Adam Scott knew that he was a comic actor.
Yeah, probably. I need
Which
to...
famously he says in Step Brothers was when he realized that he was actually supposed to be a comic actor and not a serious actor.
That's really funny.
But he
Yeah.
is serious in Severance, and
He is, but he's
very
also
good at that.
extremely funny in it. He's doing a comedy performance in a serious. I mean, he's doing serious things too, but like you can tell. I can tell when I watch it that he's like doing his comedy characters, but in a serious place.
I'm gonna put in the chat an image of him with a giant key from Torque that I think about a lot, because of the perspective shot they're doing here. That is an actual giant prop, but they're trying to fake perspective. And also mention that the big trait that marks him as evil is that he drives a car instead of riding a motorcycle.
Oh, he doesn't have the good spirit.
You need a good spirit to ride a motorcycle.
That's why I can't. The reason I don't ride a motorcycle is because I'm afraid of death.
Yeah.
Violent motorcycle death, which is a bummer because conceptually, riding motorcycle seems amazing.
It does. I think I think about this is. I think my main association with motorcycles is now for over a decade is Anthony Jeselnik does a really funny joke about motorcycles. I don't know if either of you are familiar with this joke about motorcycles. He's a comedian who's famous for doing a character about like how he's awful. Like he's just like he's just like,
okay.
He does like a nihilist.
One of those.
No, he's not one of the, he's not one of those, which is why he's successful and good. I don't mean successful professionally, although he is. I mean successful comedically. Right. But he tells a joke about motorcycles that I love. And if you care, stop listening to this and go watch it, because I'm going to tell this joke worse by 1,000 times than Anthony Jeselnik does. But he talks about being 18 and wanting a motorcycle, and he begs his mom to let him ride a motorcycle. He says, please, I just want a motorcycle. And she says, Anthony, last year your uncle died riding his motorcycle, and you can just have his.
Oh man,
I really love that joke. It's so funny.
I think the problem is that everything that seems fun to me about a motorcycle, I can't have because I have to wear a helmet and stuff. I want to have like the wind in my hair, you know? I want to be like a dog sticking their head out of a car.
You want to easy rider it.
I want to easy rider it, but you can't and you mustn't.
You mustn't.
You gotta wear a helmet when you ride a bike. I see people riding a bicycle without a helmet.
Different.
It drives me crazy. You don't know when the Lord is gonna strike you down, my friend. You gotta put a helmet on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So live every day to the fullest.
And then
feel the wind in
this, you're saying this in the moment to the person, and then they say, "Fuck the Lord! I fucking hate the Lord."
The Lord God? No, that guy. I hate him.
I hate the Lord God. I do not recognize him or his son.
This is definitely sort of the 50s imagination of motorcycle riders, so.
Yeah. But I see people on them sometimes, and sometimes I think you're an idiot and you have a death wish, and sometimes I see people on them and I think, sick.
Wouldn't it be so freeing to have a death wish, though?
I think it would require a completely different reconfiguring about the world. Because a death wish is not the thing that I think many of us have, which is like a fear of the proximity of death and the kind of horror and power, the void calling to you. A death wish is like saying fiddle-dee-dee, I'm on a motorcycle, right?
So Piccolo should get on a motorcycle.
Piccolo should get on a motorcycle. But we already know actually that he was in a car.
He can't drive, right?
He got his driver's license famously in Dragon Ball Z.
He actually gets it. Unlike German
it's one of the best episodes of Dragon Ball Z. He gets his motorcycle, or no, his driver's license.
Is there anything else
What happens is that Chi-Chi's hounding Goku because he needs to help get the groceries, and so she makes him take a driver's test so that he can get a car so that he can drive to the grocery store, forgetting, I guess, about Goku's whole deal, and then he kind of ropes Piccolo into doing it with him.
I didn't get to see enough Piccolo. We've reached too close to the end of Media Club Plus. We're probably not going to get more Dragon Ball. I need the Piccolo cut. I need you.
The audience is going to get more Dragon Ball.
Why hasn't that come out yet?
There's audio problems with it, and I had a really busy and then really awful spring where I wasn't able and then wasn't willing to do any more work than I was doing. And then it's been, just playing catch up since then, and
Yes.
I haven't gotten to it.
Yes.
But we do have a handful of more bonus stuff planned for season 1 that I guess will come out while we're airing the mini season between seasons 1 and 2.
Oh, also worth saying, and we'll say this again during the episode, we are going to do a Q&A episode at the end of Hunter x Hunter Media Club Plus.
Yes, it's true.
We will let you know how you can send questions and when you can send questions in the penultimate episode, which is we're recording next week, I think.
On Tuesday.
But we're going to do a Q&A. And Moria asks, any chance Keith and Sylvia are getting back to VLR soon?
Probably.
There's always a chance of that. We just did one a couple weeks ago, so we're due. That episode is not on the YouTube yet, but it almost is.
Calendar. I feel like we could probably get one in before the end of the month, but
Sylvia
I guess the
and
end of
I
the month is closer than I thought.
are going to do Anthology of the Killer. We're going to schedule that, and I'm going to get Keith and Art back to play Hotline, Home Safety Hotline.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've been
Oh, I'm so excited
thinking
to
about
watch that.
Hotline.
Hotline Miami.
Yeah, Hotline Miami.
What was I playing that reminded me of Hotline Miami?
Children of the Sun.
Children of the Sun. It was Children of the Sun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a game where I'm in the. I now have the top 10 score in the endless mode.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really like that game.
It's scary. That game is mean.
The game is evil. I love.
Yeah. Did you ever see that Ty West cult horror film, Sylvie?
Wait, what? Like about a cult or?
Yeah. What
No,
was it?
Ty West is one of those guys I haven't really seen much of. I think other than his segment in VHS.
I'm average on Ty West. I really like The House of the Devil.
Sacrament?
Yes, it is The Sacrament. I think that film is probably in very bad taste. But, as long as you're not Eli Roth out here, I think you can make some horror films in bad taste. That's kind of part of the genre. He was the director of a Cabin Fever sequel, and I think he is a better director than Eli Roth. I like X, and I don't like the other two, Pearl and Maxine.
Yeah.
I call it Twitter still.
Yeah.
I won't give them the satisfaction.
I'm gonna kill you in real life.
Okay. Should we go home?
We should.
Sure.
Just as a reminder, if you like our inane chatter, then you should go to Friends of the Table.
This was a weird stream, but we had a good time.
I feel like none of us could concentrate.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of came in and was like, I'm gonna turn up the chatterbox dial.
No, we were all ready.
No, I know.
on the loose.
It just felt like I helped with the momentum of the loosening. There's a reality where you two are able to sort of get through this level. And I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always 1/4 turn of the screw,
it's just
from
locked there.
Totally,
you don't have 0.
Yeah,
The Innocents.
totally just talking
That's
about
a
whatever.
really good
forever.
horror drama. It's based on
What
Turn
is?
of the Screw. The Innocents. It's
The Innocents.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd like it, Keith. It's 61. It's a Jack Clayton film. It's an adaptation
61.
of
No, I
Turn
could
of the Screw.
easy.
Keith doesn't believe that
Easy.
things were scary before the 1990s.
Maybe the 80s. I thought that I really liked Halloween. We watched Halloween like a year and a half ago or something, Jack.
I think we watched Halloween 3 years ago, Keith.
Was it 3 years? I thought it was a year and a half ago. Anyway, or I guess almost 2 years ago, but maybe it was almost 3 years ago. I don't know. Anyway, I really liked it. But yeah, I thought it almost wasn't even a horror movie.
Bits of it are. Bits of it are.
And I'm
really
a scaredy cat. I'm scared of horror movies. I just think that horror has evolved to be scary. I have been sub to the things that horror movies turned into are the things that worked on me, because that's when I learned to be scared of them. And so if you go back far enough, they don't know how to scare me because they hadn't evolved yet.
I think that's a very good argument. I'm trying to think. When did Silence of the Lambs come out?
Oh God, 78. I don't know.
No, later than that.
I don't know. I have no idea. Well, I thought there was an earlier one than that.
91.
1991. Yeah, this is a movie I have not seen, but I've seen clips of it.
Hey, you're fine.
I only knew that Anthony Hopkins was in it, and he's old.
Honestly, third best Hannibal Lecter.
Third, wow. What's the
Third best
first and
Hannibal Lecter?
I really like Brian Cox's Hannibal Lecter in Manhunter. I'm one of those assholes.
Oh, he's really scary.
Yeah. And then after that, I like Mads.
It's Mads. Mads shirtless. Mads sweating. Mads sexy.
Yeah, Mads sexy.
Mads under red
I haven't
light.
seen a single second of that show, but I believe that I would hate it.
I love that show.
It's Brian Fuller, right?
It is Brian Fuller.
Oh man, Brian Fuller's got something going on.
Yeah, he does, and
What does that mean?
He is so particular in the way that he makes things, and so demanding that studios kind of dislike him because he will ask for very, very specific stuff and will refuse to compromise. This is why you keep seeing things like Brian Fuller exits the show after whatever. But yeah, he is he's sort of like what how do you say the word? Grand Guignol? How do you say that?
I don't know.
You know?
I don't even know what you're trying to say.
He's a Grand Guignol Wes Anderson, is what he's like. Its name is often used as a general term for graphic amoral horror entertainment.
I've never heard that term in my life.
He made Pushing Daisies, which was great.
That's the Lee Pace one.
That's
with
the Lee
eyebrows?
Pace Anna Friel thing. Yeah. He also
think I like-
made.
Pushing Daisies. I think that's a show that I wanted to see when it was on the air and didn't get a chance to, and then years and years later went back and was like, yeah, this is okay.
Yeah, he also made a bit of. I don't know if it was him or his cinematographer made the recent Series of Unfortunate Events adaptation, which is pretty good.
I think he.
It is
That
pretty good.
TV
It is-
series.
It is unfortunately better than the movie.
I do not like.
Although it is so fucking up its own ass. There's things about it that made me furious.
Yeah.
That Series of Unfortunate Events thing.
Yes.
In the first season, there's the thing from the first book where Count Olaf tries to trick the girl into marrying him on stage by doing it during a play. And there's this scene, and I don't remember this being in.
Oh.
Characters says something is literally happening.
Wait, sorry,
And they
you
make
cut
a-
out. What was that?
In the play where they're trying to get the Violet to marry Count Olaf, one of the characters in the play within the show says something is like literally happening, and they make this whole fucking to-do out of how it's not literally happening, it's figuratively happening.
Oh, this is a lemon.
but it is literally happening to the character. It is.
Joke.
It is. It made me so mad for it's however many years till today. I'm still mad about it because that is such a fraught and obnoxious and annoying up your own ass thing.
That's
to
Lemony
be worried
Snicket's
about.
whole affect, though, right?
It is, but he's not. He doesn't bother me when he does it because he isn't as an
he's
as
not
a
a
kid.
man.
I remember not being bothered by it. Although also as a kid, I was more like that.
That's
Here's
the thing,
here's the
right?
thing. Lemony Snicket. Here's what I will say for Lemony Snicket. He has a understanding and a respect for children learning things that other books might not want to give them. He will give you cool new words. He will tell you about odd and sinister things. He will take time to explain things to children that people might not otherwise be explaining. I think that's great. He also believes, and this is very compelling to a child, that is the right sort of child. You know, there are
right,
good
totally.
children and bad children, and the good
Which is
child,
directly analogous to smart children and dumb children.
yes, which exactly, and a good child knows the difference between literally and figuratively, and we're so lucky that Lemony is here to point that out to us.
Mhm.
And elsewhere in his books, he kind of troubles this a bit. I think that he is aware that this sort of like Roald Dahl maneuver has its limits.
Yeah.
But I do think that part of what rankles you about the literally and figuratively thing is seeing that pedantry as an adult and not feeling I'm hesitant to use the word pandered to, but when you're 12 and you're like, you're clever because you can tell the difference between this stuff, you're like, yes, I am that clever child. I know the meaning of ersatz.
Right. And well, that's the thing, that book taught me the meaning of that word, and they teach it to you by literally teaching it to you, by the narrator saying, this is what this means. I think that stuff's good. And I would not be surprised, not in a million years, if there was a literally figurative argument in the thing, but in the show to have come forward in time, to have come and not only made the argument, but then also been wrong. And that's the key. I don't remember, specifically, again, could be wrong. I don't remember specifically Lemony Snicket being wrong about his over-the-top explanations about how good it is to be smart and how evil it is to be dumb. Like, also, he was incorrect about, the grammar.
When he deployed
this
them,
is an in-character person who's experiencing something as a character, saying, oh my God, I'm literally whatever. I think that he was crossing a river and got wet. And he's like, oh my God, it's literally, I'm covered in water. And it's like, they don't mean literally, they mean figuratively. And it's like, but he is literally, he is wet. He is literally, he's a character. We all know that the play isn't real, but the characters don't. You're making a TV show. How can you not see that? I'm still mad. I'm furious about this.
You can tell.
It's made me mad. I think every time I think about this, it's like a flame in my brain lights, and I'm like, oh my God, you went out of your way to be pedantic and you couldn't even get it right.
That is a really grave sin. I don't much care for pedantry at the best of times, but pedantic and wrong.
It's emblematic of the exact sort of thing that I think Lemony Snicket, even at the worst times, is trying to
say about adults, right? Which is like adults are,
it is about how stupid an adult would have to be not to see the intelligence of a child. And that can go haywire and does go haywire in several different ways. It is the show making a mistake that a villain in a Lemony Snicket book would make, but instead it's the heroes making the mistake.
It's bullshit. Before we go, is there anything else we want to hit?
Did we mention
You should watch
Story?
Run Button.
Oh, you should watch Run Button, and you should
watch Run Button.
You should check out Side Story at sidestory.show. It's a new podcast by Friends at the Table about games and the stories they make us want to tell. We are constantly talking about the things that we want to talk about on Side Story, and we are continuing to make Side Story. It's really fun. I've been off it for a while because I've been traveling, but I will be...
Yeah, you were in the first 3, right, Jack? And then Sylvie, you were in 2
a couple
of those?
I think I've been on 2. Yeah, I think I've done one before the like Claire Obscure episode.
I started playing Claire Obscure, Sylvie.
I stopped playing Claire Obscure, Jack.
Oh, well, like Ships in the Night. We're shaking hands.
I might get back to it. It's all right. It's
okay.
It's fine. It's
if
fine.
I'm not that interested in turn-based games as a rule,
I don't think you'd like it as much.
Okay.
Like maybe the dodging and parrying will get you there, but I don't know. I think it just I would have been playing a lot of games that are similar enough that I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's fun. It's cool. They're doing some fun things here. Listen to Side Story for more of these thoughts, actually. But I think inevitably it just sort of fell off for me because I was like, I could be playing a ton of PS2 games I'm already in the middle of that are like basically this.
Yeah,
I could be playing more Shadow Hearts.
Shadow Hearts.
The game rules.
And then I was in a couple, and I think it's still up in the air, but I might be in another one.
Yeah, we were on the Blue Prince one together. That was a great episode.
Prince one, and then I was on one with Janine about the whatever the Keeley thing is and the green
summer
thing.
Summer games and the green games. That was a great episode.
I loved
y'all
having
talked about Fantasy Life too, right?
We did. We talked about Fantasy Life in that one too, and I loved being part of that first conversation without ever absorbing any information about what that event is or how I could have watched it if I wanted. I still don't know any about what any of that was. And that's great. I'm glad that I can't remember what it's called. Or
Yeah, you know, it
I
got
don't
it
need
like
it.
water off a duck's back.
yeah. Talked about it for an hour. Don't remember what it's called.
Ain't that the way?
Mhm.
Fair enough, man. That's that's the yapper's curse, and
Yeah.
also blessing.
Yeah, it's both.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul shall keep. And if I die before I wake, you know the rest. All right.
Praise the Lord. Some cookies baked.
I would love to eat some
cookies bake.
Yeah,
So let me just
I've been baking bread
update the clock.
all the time recently.
I just been chasing it.
You baking bread in a bread machine?
No, in just in the oven. I have a stand mixer that I got a couple years ago, but I made 3 focaccias in the last 2 weeks.
Oh my god! Focaccia is so fun and easy to make, and you should do it.
It
all
is
the
so
time.
fun and easy to make. I'm going to try to make bagels, real and good bagels. That's my next thing. What is funny about this?
I'm reading the chat. It's just everyone being like, "Oh, they tried to end the show, but now it's another podcast about baking." It's really funny.
It's everyone's favorite bread to bake.
I like to make a nice white bread. I will mix it with some whole grain, you know, like whole grain flour, but essentially like a nice white loaf.
I'm not a big baker, honestly.
No.
My partner, he loves to bake, so
I hate to bake,
enjoy
but I
eating
love the
bacon.
result. Which
Yeah,
is what the
see,
stand mixer is for.
I've got the ideal setup for that, which is that someone else bakes for me, and then I just get to try
Yeah.
everything and be like, "Oh, that's yummy."
Hire says, what are fake bagels? Anything that you can buy in the supermarket, almost any bagel that you can find in Rhode Island. Those are fake bagels. Have you been to Dunkin' Donuts? That's a fake bagel.
That's a donut.
I hate to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Ann Arbor will regularly chase Starbucks out of town, which is great. It has happened several
Oh, yeah,
times,
that's
and
great.
only one Starbucks has managed to like hang in there. But for some reason, we like Dunkin' Donuts, and they're okay. And Dunkin' Donuts keep opening up. I do not like Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay. I want to say this. I've said this before. Dunkin' Donuts has better coffee than Starbucks. They have worse quality control. But if what you want is a plain black coffee or to add milk and sugar to a house roast of coffee, I would drink Dunkin' Donuts coffee over Starbucks coffee 10 out of 10 times. Pike's Place is the worst coffee on earth. It is so bad. Fuck Starbucks. Fuck their shitty coffee. Fuck that it costs double than Dunkin' Donuts. It's not good coffee, but it is at least drinkable coffee.
I will go to a local coffee shop if I am buying coffee outside. I think that's
the right
partly
choice.
from moral stuff, but also I just don't really like. Why would I go and get coffee from? If I have to be out and about, and I'm in like a gas station or something, I don't know, gas station coffee. I don't know.
I spend a lot of money to be able to make the best coffee in the world in my own home, so I don't do a lot of buying coffee out anywhere besides online.
You're not a coffee drinker, Sylvie?
I mean, I drink extremely sweet, sugary coffee drinks, and then the garbage that I would get from Tim Hortons. I was informed that Tim Hortons is on like Canadian BDS.
Oh, is it?
People are boycotting it for
Right.
reasons at least related to that. And so now I don't drink any shitty coffee. Tim Hortons, probably the worst coffee in the world. I describe it as if you really want to taste the water they used to make it. But that's fine for me, someone who doesn't really like coffee that much, because bitter tastes really don't do it for me.
Oh, right. Yes, I remember when we were at a party, and as a treat, I bought you 4 of the most insane energy drinks that I could find.
And that was my heart still recovering.
I think that this is I'm going to say something inflammatory. If your coffee is bitter, then it's been made wrong.
I wouldn't doubt that, man.
But it's almost all coffee in the world is made wrong. Is the other half of that, because the standard roast of coffee is so high that you can't help but make a bad cup of coffee with it. You gotta lighter roast it. Tastes like fruit.
Yeah, my sister works at a coffee roastery in the UK, and when I visited the UK, she gave me a bag of coffee, and it was so good, and it drove me crazy because to get coffee that good costs a huge amount of money, or it costs money that I don't have.
I have tips for if you want to buy good coffee that doesn't.
You got a
cost
coffee
money.
guy?
I have a coffee guy.
I buy my coffee from Aldi.
How much is it for a bag?
$6.
Okay. Well, it's more than that, but it is still better. This isn't like my favorite place, but it is the like most price conscious place that I buy from. There's a roaster called S&W Craft Roasting. And their prices have gone up a little bit in the last year, but you could regularly get like really, really good coffee for like $11 for 300 grams. So it's a little bit more, but also it's a little bit bigger of a bag.
Yeah.
And the other stuff that I tend to buy is like $20 for 250 grams, which is a way worse deal.
If I'm spending $20
that
on
was
coffee,
weed,
I've
that'd be great.
fucked up. If it was what?
Well,
If that was weed, that'd be a great
it
deal.
really would.
if it was, it would be a really, yeah. Unfortunately, coffee is heavier than weed.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, well, as much as I would love to put the episode up on the screen as the weight of coffee versus weed, we're not going to talk about it long enough to...
It's fine. It's fine.
Weed is lighter. It's way lighter. End of story. If you came in here thinking that we weren't going to know that coffee is heavier than weed, what the fuck were you thinking? We know.
He's Manzukasing.
It's Mantzoukas. The Mantzoukas' character in Taskmaster being just like weirdly violent is such a funny choice. I feel like I associate him being chaotic, but his Taskmaster character is regularly trying to destroy the house, which is so funny.
He came in at that as his stated goal. And I think they're getting a little sick of it. I think they're getting slightly sick of it.
I kind of love it.
Yeah, because it's a set that they've built, and they have to keep building
it's a
every
house that they rent.
Yes.
I don't know.
They must own
haven't.
it by now.
The last that I heard was that they not only rent it, but that because it's the part of the identity of the show is the house, that the owners of the house caught on and jacked up their rent.
No.
Yeah, they pay like an exorbitant amount for that shitty tiny house.
Wow.
That's what I heard. I don't know. Maybe they. Okay. Tolyak says no. They still rent it. That's so
crazy.
Funny.
That's some real landlord behavior, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that anybody who likes Jason Mantzoukas on Taskmaster should go and listen to every episode of Comedy Bang Bang that he's ever been on in order.
Okay.
He's a funny man.
Do you have any other homework?
That's a lot of homework. That's like 30 or 40 hours of homework. So I think that's good.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Goodbye.
We're free?
I think so.
Bye.
Here's something about night.